Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers DD991 podcast. I'm Rocky, there's Gilly, Mick Boyce, and Thumper Actual. It's episode 134, and we're going to start talking while I go pick up my wife and come back. I'm going to get on the phone as soon as this is done. All right, bye.
All right, I got something for y'all that's going to be a little trigger, especially for oil lab people like me and Thumper was. And sometimes deck seaman, right? You know, or anybody had to handle those lines, right? Here you go, fellas.
Oh, I remember doing that. I did line handlers all the time.
Yeah, but would you ever up there, Mick, when a motherfucker would blow because the ship overpressurized shit? You know, coming from the unrep shit?
Nope.
Yeah, that ain't no fun, I'm telling you.
Everybody tastes like F-76.
Yep.
You get marinated in that shit.
That's one thing, like being oil lab, right? See, even when you're up there taking that sample, right? You're the guy that's reporting back to Simpson, right? Guess what? The captain has no say on when you start at all.
Nope.
On that one.
Nope.
So I got into it with the captain on Laboon on that one, you know, because we was kind of rough seas a little bit. He should have been unrepping that shit, right? And I was on the forward pump station on DDG, which is a very small platform, right? On the DDG. You know, you ain't got much room for fucking air. They said over there, you know, everything connected, right? I said, hey, we're connected up here. Let me know when you're ready. I'll give the order to start pumping. You know, that's because the oil king didn't have the shit ready, right? That one that was lining everything didn't have it ready. And the captain's like, you gonna fucking start now? I said, hey, I ain't got that order yet. You know, but they're ready. I said, I cannot send an order and overpressurize this motherfucker and have the shit blow out. You know,
Yep.
and I got my ass chewed out, and Che got his ass chewed out for that shit, right? I'm like, hey, that fucking shit happens, you know?
And they can't force you to take that fuel either. If you test it and it's not good, you can shut the whole unrep down.
See, because I was tested too, you know, beforehand. You know, as soon as I got it right, I was tested before fucking they did down below. I mean, I was fucking shaking it right, see if he sediment. Then I'd say I had a rudder, take that bottle down there, right? So that way the EAL could fucking look at it. You know?
Yep.
That's the one time that the fucking captain can't tell an oil lab person what the fuck to do right there. That's the only time.
And you know, we were so used to unrepping, we didn't even think about it. But if you actually put into words what you do during an unrep, it sounds completely fucking insane.
Okay.
Let's see. We're going to take a piece of paracord. We're going to shoot it to another ship with a freaking rifle. And then we're going to keep dragging across increasingly big ropes until we have one that supports a steel cable. All manpower, mind you. There's no capstan doing this.
Yep.
And then when that's all hooked up, we have to maintain bearing and not move more than 6 feet from each other. And then we got to haul a freaking 2,000-pound line of freaking, you know, fuel line and receptacle. Like, it sounds insane, but we did it all the time.
You know, 9 out of 10 times, that fucking fuel nozzle coming in, right? When it slams in there, it's connected, right?
Yeah, it locks right the fuck in.
But you still got to do maintenance on that fucking, on everything, right? That's the oil lab's job. And the new guy coming on board, he was supposed to do that station, right? Well, everything fucking looked good, right? As soon as they fucking pressurized that bitch, that motherfucker was not seated. I got sprayed with fucking oil.
Oof.
I was madder than a motherfucker. As soon as we was done, I went down there and I ate that kid's ass out for that shit. I said, your job is fucking make sure everything's good to go on here. You know, by looking at it, you couldn't tell nothing was wrong with it. You know, but when they have to reseat that fucker right, they don't like that to do that. Because then they don't have all that that energy coming from the other ship, right? Coming down.
Right.
You know, but yeah, when there's normal seas outside, right? You know, calm seas like that one was, right? To me, that's not fucking choppy as hell right there.
No,
It
looked about like it's
easy. But when you have a captain that wants to do shit like that when it's heavy fucking seas, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And we have plenty of fucking fuel to wait for a couple days too.
Yep.
You know.
Somebody was
Like I
getting
said, like I said, Rocky another invite.
You
He
know,
was calling me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I guess he
Send a
did.
text.
Yeah, because I forgot you got to send another email to or another invite when he's on his phone. So
Unless you got email, then you just go in and click it.
I didn't send email. I sent you an email and another link. I can just do that. I can just do it with him if he's gonna do that too. Hey, at least he put a fucking hoodie on. So
right?
Right.
I figured he was gonna go out there just to wife beat her up, man.
Oh, dude, it's freaking like 39 degrees outside. It's freaking
Oh hell, that ain't Rocky. That ain't cold. Fuck.
Well, to me, it's cold. Maybe not to you guys.
It feels like 16 right now.
Well, it's 40 degrees here.
You know.
It's
And we're gonna
43
have-
degrees here. Shit, I walked
And we're
outside, shorts and flip flops. Come on.
And we're supposed to have flurries tonight.
Yeah, it's 43
Oh.
here too.
Oh, you're supposed to get some snow too. So am I this weekend. Supposed to.
Yeah, like a fucking foot.
But you know what's funny, right? Like Southern Missouri, like south of me, they're supposed to have almost a foot. That's what they're called because it's going to be more heavier down there, right?
Yep.
I'm,
They're saying 9.5 inches to a foot here.
Yep.
Sunday to Monday.
It's not bad.
Dang. Yeah, we're supposed to get a bunch of snow here on the weekend also, where I'm at.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna stick around there.
No,
get
it
fucking 9
won't.
inches. It's gonna stick around.
Well, like the other day on Sunday, dude, it was like 38 degrees or 36 degrees, and we had flurries coming down, but nothing stuck, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that here, it sticks.
Yeah, I understand that one.
And the shitty part is the front of my house where my sidewalk is
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get sun in the wintertime because the sun is to the south. So my house blocks the sun. So I have snow longer than the across the street. Like their whole front yard will be fucking melted. And then I'll still have fucking like last year they had grass showing their whole yard and sidewalk, and I had a foot of snow still. Fucking pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck? I'm looking at heating my bathroom floor even because of the fucking tile and shit. Shit gets cold in the wintertime.
I believe it, dude. I believe
But
it.
it's expensive. It's like $225 for 25 square feet.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's so expensive.
You think it'll be worth it though?
Fuck yeah, it will be. Because I plan on doing the fucking floor of the shower and then outside the shower.
Well, if you're gonna heat it, see that whole system ain't cheap because I mean you got to have fucking you can use on-demand water heaters now and all that shit for it, but it's got to have a return tank and all that shit.
Well, these are electric.
This stuff.
These
So
are
that's
just electric. Why
not using hot water.
No.
On it.
No. I don't want to run the hot water stuff.
Well, the only problem with that is that shit gets fucking kinked anyway while it's being put down. You're fucked then, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because they put that fucking heat trace shit up power plant right when they was redoing the fucking front gate right. They put the carousels we had to go through right, so we had to swipe a badge and all that shit right. So the heat trace the sidewalks right. Yeah, that's pretty much all that is, the heat trace. And and half of it did not work. They had to jack it up because someone fucked it up when they laid it. Then it got pitched, you know. And they were madder than hell. Like, that's the problem with that heat trace shit. You put it in concrete, you know. But when it works good. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be worth doing it, man. I think if it gets that cold and it's that cold all the time, dude, especially in the wintertime, and you want to keep warm, it might be a good thing to do.
No, I know. It's just fuck. It's expensive, dude. It gets so expensive.
Well, it's like
have you estimated how much it'll cost to do the whole house?
Oh, I'm not doing the whole house. Ain't no fucking way. I'm only doing because I'm gonna have hardwood floors, and that's not so bad. And we wear slippers in the house. It's just the bathroom, like with the shower and the floor outside of the shower in the bathroom. I want maybe like 2 or 3 feet outside of the shower. I want that to be heated and the shower. floor.
Yeah, that makes sense, dude.
Once I dry off, I'm going to throw fucking slippers on, you know?
Yeah.
If I'm going to go in and take a piss, I'm going to have slippers on. I don't care if that part of the floor is cold. But I want the fucking shower floor and just outside of the shower, I want that to be warm.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I got to figure out the square footage for each shower and then add, you know, like 2 feet out and then figure out that square footage and see how much that's going to cost me. It's probably going to be at least, I would say, $400 to $600 per shower.
Okay.
Well, just be glad that you got wood subfloor, not concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Because before my old house, it was a slab. I put tile over top of that, right?
Yeah.
Now, before I put the wood stove in, just let your heat, you know, because the registers were up to the ceiling, right?
Yep.
You know, instead of the walls, right? Well, that got cold. The floor did get cold on my concrete and the tile. That did until I put that wood stove in. That wood stove, that motherfucker run you out. You know.
Yeah, that concrete puts off cold air. It's crazy.
But I'll tell you one thing, that shit'll wake you up in the morning too. Hit
Fuck
that
yeah.
cold floor, that will.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely want to heat the flooring. I just got to fucking figure out how much it's going to cost.
I always said my next house, I'm gonna have the floors heated anyways, because it's gonna be a slab house anyways, right? But I'm gonna do the hot water through it. You know, have a return tank and everything for it.
My only thing is that you're going to be spending a shit ton to fucking heat the water.
Actually, it ain't that bad no more compared because they're not using like when I looked into it, you know, back in 05, I was looking at about 10 grand, right? Because you had to have a big old boiler system, right? For that one back then. Nowadays, it's a lot cheaper nowadays. Because
Well,
the technology's got better, right? And everything's got a little smaller on all that stuff.
Get one of them tankless heaters that gives you heat on demand. That probably cuts you down a lot.
It does.
Yeah, but you're still using gas or electricity.
Yeah, you are, but it's more efficient
So-
than a regular tank.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I have a
operationally, you're
tankless-
still saving a little money there.
I have a tankless heater, or water heater. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's just tapping into that and then running it. You got to have it to where you can turn it on and off. You know, I don't want it to run all the time.
Well, no.
I just want to preheat the floor
Well,
before I get in the shower
Yeah.
and then turn it off when I'm, done.
but that heat trace, it'll come on at a certain temperature anyways. That heat trace will.
Yeah.
You know, it shut off at a certain temperature too. It's just wherever you set it at.
Yeah.
You know, because you ain't gonna need it. See, if you got because you got gas first, right?
Huh?
You got gas first, right?
Yeah.
That's downstairs. Everything blows up, right?
Yep.
Chances are,
Forced air.
you might not ever need that heat trace in the floors unless it's like true negatives, right? Outside. You know.
That fucking buff. Yeah, you still gotta. Yeah, you still have to I don't know. I'm looking at it and just I'd really like to have it. It's just going to be expensive.
I mean, it's not bad to have in case you do have a power outage, right? You ain't got then you got a generator, right? And then
Yeah.
at least your floor is gonna be heated if you got a generator.
Yeah. Yeah, my issue is I don't, because I mean you still have to have electricity for your fucking A. Hang on.
The dog barking or something.
No, his buddy's over there.
Oh, okay.
They're working on the bathroom.
Okay. I thought I heard the dog barking. I'm like, he's yelling at the dog. That's hilarious.
Well, it is the dog barking.
Okay,
Not the
okay.
dog. Joshua, come here. Come here.
Hey, real quick though. Everyone's seen how Thumper likes his Tenderloins, right? This is what I can still have mine, right? Thumper's gonna love this one right here. No mustard.
Dude, what the fuck?
No mustard
Come on.
on a tenderloin.
Yeah.
You gotta do mustard.
That was just onion, ketchup. The pickles underneath all that.
Where's the pickles?
Underneath the bun. Right there.
Fucking horrible, dude. That's fucking horrible. You have to put mustard on a tenderloin.
I agree, and I'm not even a particularly purist guy when it comes to this sort of shit. You know,
I see that come
Yeah.
across my fucking feed yesterday, right? You know, all of my memories. I'm like, oh, I gotta save that one. That's what I got to.
That's ridiculous, Gilly.
Oh, I got one even better. Watch this one. You know how we talk about people putting eggs on pizza, right?
Put
Hey, I
what?
just had a breakfast pizza that was fucking bomb, dude. That's not always
No.
a bad thing.
But check this one out and listen to what he puts on the eggs.
All right.
No.
Chris, bacon, egg, and cheese pizza. Look at that thing, bro. You kidding me? Guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a bacon, egg, and cheese pie. Bacon, egg, and cheese special. Chris, New Year's here. It's only right, bro. Make a nice special. Chris, we're going to start off with the dough. Zoom in. Look at this. Of course.
You got that New York fucking
Everything
accent.
bagel seasoning. People drinking late night, right? Late night is nothing open. You just left the bar. You just left the party. You need something to soak up all that alcohol before you go to bed. What do? You go to the bagel store. You go, you know what I mean, corner store, the deli. You get a nice bacon, egg, and cheese. Whether you get it on a roll, you know, you get it on everything bagel. Guys, it's only right.
I mean, that's what these seeds are for right here.
100%, bro. Come on. It's only right, Chris. I'm going to start with the dough. Stretch this out. Nice even distribution on the dough. Flour up the peel.
Okay,
Little
there you
flip.
go.
All right, Chris, lay down this dough right on the peel.
Nice.
Nice big 20-incher. All right, Chris, I got my dough laid out. Now I'm going to start with a light base of mozzarella. Guys, I know bacon, egg, and cheese is not going to have mozzarella, but I'm going to add some American too.
Most bacon, egg, and cheese aren't on pizza either.
They're
so
not
you
on
know.
pizza either, but Chris, come on. It's a pizza. You need to have the mozzarella. It's only right, just a
Exactly.
little bit, right on the
Not
foundation.
today.
Chris, next, can't be a bacon, egg, and cheese without the American cheese. It's only right, bro. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this out right on the foundation with an even distribution.
There you go.
All right, Christopher, obviously it can't be a bacon, egg, and cheese without the bacon, bro.
No, I can't.
You just hit it with an even distribution. This isn't going to be a par bake. I'm going to put everything on top because, Chris, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack the eggs on top. Me on a bacon, egg, and cheese. You could do it scrambled. You could do it, you know, however you like. But me, I like a nice runny egg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack the eggs directly on top. And so at least when it comes out, you know, you cut the slice, it'll be oozing out.
Ah, yeah.
So it's going to be nice. Chris, a tiny bit more mozzarella just to bind everything. Very little. Most important thing, the eggs, bro. I'm going to just start cracking these on top. Try and hit it with an even distribution. You know, you got a bacon, egg, and cheese. We're from New York. You got to do the salt, pepper, ketchup, right? It's only right.
Always.
So you got to hit it with a little bit of pepper.
How do you feel? Some people don't like the ketchup.
I got to do the ketchup. Listen, the last pie, everybody went crazy. I was putting the ketchup on it. Guys, you need the ketchup. It's only right, bro.
Right?
100%. All right, Chris, I got all the ingredients on the pie. Now we're going to do, we're going to throw this in. The key now is trying to put it in without making the eggs go everywhere, but you're a professional. It's no problem. All right, Chris, lay that down. After that guy, we'll give it, Chris, it's obviously not a par bake. I'm going to make it cook for like 12 minutes, get it nice and well done. Take it out and I'll show you the rest. Chris.
I bet you put that on there for the ketchup part, just to get.
I did.
Aside from the runny eggs, man, I would be all about that.
I would eat it with the runny eggs even. It's just, I don't catch
The
it.
ketchup.
No.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying.
Well, he
Ketchup.
didn't put that much ketchup on it. Just enough.
You don't
Okay,
put
you know
any
what?
on it. That's gross.
As a person that doesn't really get into ketchup too much, I would have to agree that it kind of belongs there. It kind of goes in with the American cheese, you know. It kind of, and there's not very much of it, like Gilly said. I think it's like meat. It's like ketchup on top of a meatloaf. You know, it ain't much compared to the amount of food underneath it, right? But it does add something. I
No.
never thought I'd say this, but I'm fucking Team Gilly when it comes to ketchup on this one.
Damn, Vic.
Dude,
I don't put-
I'll
I don't
try
put
it.
ketchup
I'll try
on
it.
a
See if I
fucking-
like that.
Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, do you?
Yeah, I do. I had ketchup on my eggs today, man, after my workout. Guess what? I had the 6
Fucking
eggs. I had
gross.
ketchup on it. Fuck yeah.
So
Well, I mean-
fucking gross.
Ketchup and eggs, they do go together. I don't like it. but they do go together.
But it depends on what you like. Like Lil Tate, the only time he likes putting ketchup on that, he likes it on his eggs. You know.
I think it's fucking gross.
All I'm saying is that me and that kid could be friends. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking gross.
Well, most people won't understand that kid's fucking accent either.
Yeah, well, you get used to it.
Yeah, that's a lot of that. The way he was fucking saying shit sounded stupid.
Just abuse.
But
Yeah, but that's how some people talk over there.
Well, it's like,
you
they always
guys ever watch the show Chuck?
Chuck.
Yeah.
The dude that's Chuck's best friend, where he'd be like, "What's the mish for mission?"
Yeah.
He always did that kind of stuff, just like that, guys. The mish. What mish
It's
are we
like,
on now?
It's like on The Sopranos. It's a capicola, it's prosciutto, it's it's a mozzarella. They don't pronounce the vowels at the end. They clip it off.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, mozzarella. Distribution.
Quesadilla.
That's that fucking Italian of. But I did see a meme the other day. It's like, it's Italian, not Italian, jackasses.
It's not Italian.
real quick, going back to the weather, Gilly, they're saying Friday night we could hit negative 45 with the wind chill.
Woo!
Nice. That's some fucking NTC Great Lakes weather.
With actual temps at negative 15.
Dang.
Yep.
Nice.
That don't sound fun at all to me.
No.
Well, as long as you got the right clothes, I've worked out shit like that, right? I mean, you're still gonna get cold, but it's not as bad as motherfuckers that don't know how to dress for. Put it that way.
Yeah, but man, it makes the fucking furnace run like a
Oh, it does.
up here.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh,
Shit,
yes,
I remember
it
one
does.
time we were waiting outside the fucking PT building when I was in C school and the weather was like that. And they were fucking late, dude. We were out there for like 10, 15 minutes just waiting to fucking get in. And it was, hitting temps like that. It was miserable.
Yeah.
And I'm in,
Well,
I'm in
and when
workout gear,
Yeah. But when you're in A school and C school, right, you can't fucking really dress for it because they didn't give us good winter clothes, for working in.
Well, it was also for PT, so we didn't show up
Yeah.
with full clothes and a change. We just showed up in our PT gear.
Yeah. Because that peak coat, guess what? It works, but you get cold temperatures like that, it ain't worth a fuck.
Well, that pea coat's necessary to break the wind and all that. What you need underneath it is that black sweater. You do that, you're okay. But yeah, just a pea coat itself, nah.
But they didn't give us coveralls like they used to back in the day, right? The wool coveralls, they didn't give us those.
Oh,
Yep.
I mean,
we did get coveralls. I always got one size too big so I could fit fucking a sweatsuit underneath them.
Yeah.
That way, when it got super fucking cold, you're still staying warm.
Well, you had to when you, especially like Rocky knows how this was when we got to Japan. It'll start getting cold. Fucking Japan, to see Japan, that motherfucker gets colder than Alaska does. Northern, but Japan does.
It's pretty damn cold. I mean, I was wearing like thermal underwear and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I went to Japan the second time, when I was in MA1, my wife bought me like this Under Armour cold gear, which is like, the thermal underwear. I still have that stuff, man. That stuff helped me.
Oh, yeah. It's like here, Thumper. It's only supposed to, I'm, 4 hours away from you, but 2 degrees is low Friday night going into Saturday, right?
That's fucking cold, man, no matter where you are.
And, well, actually, 2 degrees, yeah, it's cold, but it ain't nothing like actual temperature minus 15.
Well,
that's the actual temperature. Yeah, it's negative 12 to negative 15.
Yep.
And then the next day, the low is negative 2, actual temperature. The next day, the low is 2.
Yep.
Our high on Friday is supposed to be negative 5.
-5, man.
And
our high, yeah.
Saturday is 1.
Yeah, so we'll be fucking 19 degrees, 10 degrees, 14 degrees, and it warms up back 20, 30s, right? That's why, Nick, Rocky, we don't think like 20 degrees or 30 degrees are cold. Once you hit those fucking lower teens and negatives, then that feels like a heat wave right there. You get the 20 degrees, 30 degrees.
I think the lowest I've ever been in is like 0.
Well, where I grew
Other
up,
than
man.
that, I've never been in anything much colder than that, unless it was really cold in Germany in January when I went there back in 2012. But I don't know how cold it was. It was pretty freaking cold though.
Yeah, where I grew up, man, the zero, the teens,
Yeah.
that wasn't uncommon in the winter. It happened all. I mean, it wasn't always like that, but I mean, it happened often enough to where, like, you knew, like you're saying, what fucking cold is, and sometimes it'd get below zero too.
Yeah.
And by
Hey,
the time freaking,
I gotta go to my Cairo appointment. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
by the time freaking March came around, and the temperature went above 32, 35 degrees,
Yeah.
t-shirts, baby. Weather finally broke.
Yeah. That's like Cam gives me shit. He said, fuck, it's 40 degrees here. You'd be in shorts and flip-flops down here. I said, yeah, I would be. I wear them here all the time. I went to the store here 40 degrees, fucking shorts, flip-flops. I get some looks, though, from motherfuckers like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Well,
As long as your car's heated, right? Fuck
I went down to Florida, dude, and I went down to Florida in February, and it was like 70 degrees out, and we're all fucking wearing shorts and flip-flops and shit, and all the locals are like, what the fuck is wrong with you Northerners? It's 70. I'm like, yeah, this is called fucking spring weather.
Mick, have you ever been down to Florida, say December, or when it snows down there?
I never seen it snow down there, no.
In '96, we went down there for Christmas. We went down to around Orlando, see my great grandparents. They still lived there before they moved back up to Missouri in '96. It was 32 degrees. It's snowing Christmas fucking morning, right?
Beautiful.
And my great grandma was like, "You motherfuckers brought the snow and cold with you." Like, yes, we did. And I'll tell you one thing. Later that day, we went to fucking Walt Disney World. I'll tell you one thing. That park was fucking empty.
Yeah. That'll do.
I mean, the only people there was people like us from where it gets cold at, right?
No.
And me and my brother, we used to do the walking water rides when it was in the 30s,
Yeah, just throw on a flannel shirt and you're good to go.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, that's the best time to go Walt Disney World because there ain't hardly no one there.
Yeah, no line at all.
Yeah. And that was the second time I was there, too. The first time I was there, I was in the third grade. But then I got to do the NASCAR experience because I was older. I was fucking 17, right? That NASCAR experience is fucking awesome if you ever get a chance to do it.
Man, I've never been down to Disney World. When I went down to Naples.
Yep. That's like Busch Gardens. I never liked Busch Gardens as a kid, right? I like it as an adult because they get all kinds of beer from every fucking part of the world right there.
Oh, yeah, a place with all the beer can never be all
I'll tell you
that.
later.
Yeah. I mean, they got rides and all that stuff, but
Sure.
shit. Take me to Busch Gardens, go to fucking beer any day.
Thanks for waiting outside for me.
Oh my God, you're wearing matching hoodies. That is fucking adorable.
I bought her it
Oh wait, how are you live on both?
because it's a phone and the other one's a computer, baby. We can use both devices if we need. Old Mr. Krabs knows.
Well, at least he knows how to do that.
Yeah, at least I know how to do that. I'll learn the other stuff as I go.
So Rocky, that video you sent me. I never got around to mathing like that, but that whole thing about the Chinese numbers being way inflated, that's actually a pretty sound fucking theory.
Yeah. I sent that to, I think, the whole group, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that other video too. That other video, man, that was wow. That guy that had that dream in 1973, and it looks like it's now today.
Well, that one. Yeah. The one with the Chinese population got deleted by the user.
Yeah. There's some interesting videos out there now.
Oh yeah.
A lot of weird information coming out.
Now that they ain't censoring so much.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to try and stop it, but I don't know. The only way they'll be able to stop it is if they kind of take down the internet.
Right.
Or they find a way to like really separate it. I don't know how they'll do that, but there'll be some hacker that'll hack all that stuff so everyone can see what's going on. Hopefully.
Well, hell, they didn't take down that one site that fucking Mick likes with all the fucking blood and all that shit.
Well, yeah, they took it down. No, they took it. The hacker took it down, and then it was up like 72 hours later.
Okay. Yeah, one video you said that was fucking the one we had to take down off here. That was a little fucking gross. Oh, gruesome.
Yeah, it was pretty, but it was also kind of funny at the same time, you know.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was going to be like that bad, right? I was like, "Fuck, we'll show it." Like,
You know,
oh,
like I'm completely fucking desensitized
Little
to
hot.
that shit. So to me anymore, it's just funny.
Right here.
You need some water?
It's like when I see videos of Indians getting hit
I
by
got water in my
trains. It's just
backpack.
hysterical
Okay.
because they put themselves right in the way.
yeah. That's because nobody gives a shit about it. They're gonna put their old self in that way. Guess what? They deserve everything coming to them.
Well, yeah, I don't fuck around. There's a couple things I don't fuck with. After seeing the internet, as much of the internet as I've seen, there are 3 things that I will not fuck with: wild animals, trains, and gravity.
Hmm.
Or electricity. I mean, I work on electricity a little bit, so maybe not, but like power lines, like shit like that. No.
I'll tell you one thing. What you work on compared to what I worked on the power plant, right? 6,900 fucking volts, right? That's child's play right there. You know, especially you go out the switch yard, like you go out there to the switch yard, right?
Well,
You take the unit on or off. Huh?
Well, the amount of raw current you were dealing with was insane.
Yeah. Well, it's like when we had to go to the switch yard where you had to put a unit online, take it off, right?
Yeah.
You know, unit 1 and 2 wasn't so bad, right? That was not 6,900 volts, right? Because they were smaller units.
Yeah.
You know, when because you had the manual, we had the manual fucking, you know, take them offline and do that with the poles and all that shit.
Okay.
Now that's a little scary, but you get used to that.
I'm hungry, but if you're
But
not
you
hungry,
but switchyard number 3, that motherfucker, you got at least fucking over about 200 yards away when they fucking closed in those fucking breakers down the
They will
switchyard.
arc.
And those motherfuckers shake too. You know, because they've had them blown up there, and that's been years ago. One of the guys that I worked with, his dad was the fucking electrical superintendent.
Yeah.
Fucking one of those fucking tanks blew up, fucking hot oil all over him. He lived, but he was fucked up from it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The voltages I dealt with on the biggest voltage I dealt with, the Klystron in the Spig 60 was 17,500 volts.
Yeah.
But like I said, it wasn't running the kind of fucking current you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's amperage is a different thing entirely.
Yeah. One thing will kill you quicker than fucking 240 or 440, right? Is 110. Because 110 don't let go of you at all.
Yeah, it's at the same frequency as your nerves.
Yep. Now, I've been hit with fucking 220, right?
Yeah.
You know, but that was an accident. That was an accident. You know, changing out the fuel nozzles, right? Showing us one kid on Lamood, right? He was a GSM when I came out of high school, right? I want to make sure he knew how to do it. I said, you was taught this in school, right? How to fucking hit him with that probe, make sure they don't have no stored energy in them, right? When you take them out. He goes, because they're already tagged out anyways. He said, yep. I just turned my back from there, and he says, done.
Yeah,
I went by, my arm hit that fucker right. It blew into the module wall.
Yeah, 220 is no freaking joke, man.
I'll tell you one thing. It made me piss myself, too.
Yeah.
And my right side was fucked up for a while, too. That's probably why I got nerve damage, too. One of the reasons.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And that kid, he was fucking, you see, he turned wise ghost. He ran from me, too. Because he knew he fucked up. Because he told me later, he said, yeah, I missed that part. I said, that part will get people killed.
Yes, it will.
I said, it doesn't happen all the time. There's always that one chance. And you just seen it happen.
Yep.
I said, this mistake that you did, make sure it never happens again.
anything anywhere?
Yeah. So
I said, if it happens again, guess what? I will have you up a mast.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
That
Yeah.
ever happens
You
again.
need to start
That point,
praying.
you got a choice.
Probably
You have to.
And I wasn't one just to fucking write people up or, you know, recommend them for mast. I was not that type of work area supervisor at all.
Well, no, but
You know.
if you almost kill somebody twice, yeah, it's got to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I don't like messing with like electrical, like even house shit, right? I do not, because I've been shocked so many fucking times.
Yeah,
Especially
you get shocked
with
as a
110.
kid all the time.
Well, hell, we used to take our fucking old. Remember how people used to fucking take their tongue to the battery, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, 9 volt, yeah.
Yeah, we always thought that was fucking funny, right? Because it didn't hurt us. Or grabbed electrical fence, right? Electric fence for cattle and all that shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's low. I mean, it's low fucking voltage right there. Yeah, you feel it. Like my grandpa, he showed me. He said he grabbed it and grabbed me, right? And he didn't feel it. It went right through him. It hit me. And I've seen people piss on those electric fences too. I'm like, yeah, fucking idiots.
You know, Ren and Stimpy, they had a game called Don't Whiz on the Electric Fence.
Uh-huh. Dude, I mean, I had people growing up that actually tried that shit.
No.
I'm like, I may be fucking ignorant and retarded sometimes. At least I know not to piss on that motherfucker.
Yes, my dick and electricity don't really mix.
Yeah.
I think we all pretty much know that instinctively.
It's like, I always told people, right? Like, especially when I came work as a supervisor, I said, if you would not put your dick in there, do not put your hands in the motherfucker. You know?
There's a guy I watch on YouTube. I've mentioned it before, AVE. He's the one who does all the power tool deconstruction and points out all the, various positives and negatives and all that.
Sure.
He also has a whole line of stickers. One of them is not to be operated by fuckwits.
Yeah.
And another one is the one that show, the picture of the fingers in the gear.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Like like a warning sticker on a piece of machinery, but it says, don't stick your pinky where you wouldn't stick your dinky.
Yeah. Which that is true, though. There's always that one motherfucker that will do it, too.
Yeah.
It's like we had one guy on the Laboon. He thought he was fucking to the low pressure air, the LPAC, right?
Yeah.
He thought he was gonna hook up a fucking dick pump and put that motherfucker on while it was fucking loaded up.
Serious?
Yeah, he had to be cut off because he couldn't get it off until it's fucking shut down.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing, it didn't make it fucking bigger like it's supposed to, just made it longer, but like real skinny. You know? Oh, that motherfucker, he caught hell all the time after that. He did too. He never let that one down at all.
Back in a sec.
All right. Here in a minute, I'm gonna see how anybody knows how Fanta was created. The drink.
How what was created?
Fanta.
Fanta?
Santa.
Oh, Fanta.
Fanta. I'll play it here when Meg gets back.
I remember the Fanta commercials.
Yep. But it has a weird history to it.
Really?
Not really weird, but
Where would I?
I don't know.
I saw a crazy video today about Edgar Casey talking about cats. I didn't send it to you though. It's kind of like what we thought cats do.
Yep.
Anyways.
There you go,
All right,
fellas.
let's hear it. Let's see.
This is why Fanta exists.
Fanta exists because Coca-Cola couldn't exist. During World War II, Germany was cut off from Coca-Cola syrup. No imports, no ingredients, no Coke, but the factories stayed open. So the local Coca-Cola team created a new drink from whatever they could find. Apple leftovers, fruit pulp, cheese byproducts. They told workers to use their imagination. They called it Fanta, from the German word fantasy. Fanta wasn't designed to be popular. It was designed to keep Coca-Cola alive. One of the world's biggest sodas was born from scarcity. Fanta
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Yep. Yep. So every time all these liberals I see drinking a Fanta, I'm like, I want to tell them so bad. And guess what? You're drinking a Nazi drink. It's what you're drinking. Made by Nazis.
Sipping on my Fanta while driving my Volkswagen.
Yep.
It's hilarious, dude. I wonder how many people would get mad at that. They'd be like,
Well, how many chemicals do they make? How many chemical products do they use that were made by IG Farben,
Yep.
Rather a lot, I suspect.
the one thing that cracks me up the most is they're against capitalism, but they all have a cell phone.
Yep.
They all have smartphones. They all film shit. They all wear designer clothing like Nike and all that other crap. but we're against capitalism. You support it, you morons. If you make your own clothes out of sackcloth and ashes, then you're making a statement. Or some burlap, like a burlap sack. Let's make some burlap sack clothes.
Yeah.
Do you think the critical thinking is really their strong suit, dude?
No, they're not. They don't. They're not even able to think about. I don't even think they have the thinking power of a grasshopper.
Oh, did y'all hear this though? Y'all know who Don Lemon is, right?
Yeah.
That gay black fucking reporter, right?
Yeah.
Guess what they're going to hit him with now? Ever since the protesters went to that church, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Ku Klux Klan fucking act.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yes.
That is like poetic justice almost.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
I hope he gets his ass hammered. No pun intended. But I hope he gets. I hope he gets it. I hope he gets a lesson learned. Like, hey, quit fucking with people.
I was waiting to see that fucking preacher, right? Just fucking pop the motherfuckers. That's what I was waiting for.
Pretty sure if he would have went in there, I'd be like, "What are you doing in here? Unless you're here to repent. If you ain't here to repent, you better go, son."
And I will say that preacher, he kept his cool though, right? You can tell the preacher was getting madder and madder, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the guy's just a political activist. He's not a reporter. He's not a journalist. He's not anyone smart enough for anything like that. He doesn't have intelligent thoughts. He's just a brainwashed moron.
And a lot of people forget about this law about the Ku Klux Klan, right? But the law that states people have the right to fucking worship in a religious place peacefully, right?
Correct.
Peacefully. That's the key word, peacefully. And they came in there screaming, yelling. I saw the videos, right? I'm like, why would you go into a church fucking doing that? Those people wasn't doing nothing to you. They was fucking listening to their fucking sermon. Plain and simple.
Just sitting there.
If you don't like going to church, then don't step inside the church. Especially on a Sunday while they're doing the sermon.
Well, they make it pretty obvious at their churches, and they make it really easy to not walk in there.
But I mean, that was the stupidest place they could have fucking protested right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to use fear and intimidation, and you're going to go to a church where everyone is a gun toter.
They're going to double down.
What are you going to do? You're going to end up being.
Well, they're lucky they did that in Minnesota, not fucking somewhere down south or, the Midwest that actually has constitutional carry. People do carry their guns to church too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when I was out here, they had guys with guns in case there was an active shooter. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, okay, if you guys want to play that way, let's play the David and Goliath game. You want to come and attack me? Yep. I'm gonna do my slingshot to your forehead.
Oh, my brother-in-law started his security detail at his church in Montana, and they carry. It's a bunch of guys. They carry on premises. They train them in rules of engagement. They do live fire exercises. I think twice a month. Like these guys can legit take you out.
Well, and that's if you're gonna carry. I've always said this, right? You got to train. You got to put yourself in those situations. You got to do that shit.
Oh yeah, you got to train. You got to train with your weapon. Absolutely.
Because if you don't put yourself in those high stress situations like that, right? When you get put in one, guess what? A lot of people's gonna fucking panic and freeze up. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Are they using like the FATS machine or something like that?
Huh?
For like scenarios like when we were like when I was in MA, they would have like this video game like thing where you would have like a deadly force situation where you'd come up on a person and it's like a field interview and they pull out a weapon and you gotta give the commands and all that stuff and they point the gun at you and pull the trigger. You have deadly force. Deadly force is authorized and all that. Yep. They're doing that kind of training, right? Because that's
shit like that. Yeah, that's how you got to train if you're gonna carry, right? Got to. There's one place. There's one place here in Missouri. It was not too far from here. I don't know if it's still open or not. That's where I used to go and train for shit like that, right? Just to keep up, on shit because you get rusty. You really do if you don't fucking practice.
Yes, you do.
But I don't worry about that no more because I'm like, fuck, I don't leave the house half the time. Fuck, I got my shotgun for that. If you miss with a fucking shotgun, especially double up buck, then you just need to fucking just not even shoot, period.
No. No, that's what I use for home defense now. I got my 9 I carry, my little compact 9. I got the 12 gauge for home defense. And then I just got a my coffee table. The bottom substrate, I made it out of wood, really thick, like door plank wood, and the top is a big old slab of freaking granite, right?
Yep.
And I just bought a fucking holster. It's just a polymer platen with 4 grommeted holes in it, and then an elastic sleeve on it. And so I ran screws through them grommeted holes like inside of the coffee table where you can't see it. And it fit my Beretta 92 perfectly. So if I'm just chilling out in the living room watching TV, you know, God forbid something happens and something gets caught, between me and my gun, I got that one right there.
Yep.
That is so weird.
Well, you always got to have a gun stashed in every fucking room. At least one.
Yep.
At least one. Especially in the bathroom, too. Especially when you're on the shitter. That's your most vulnerable spot when you're on the shitter.
That is true.
Well,
That's
you
why
need a gun. You need a gun for the shower too. A shower gun.
Yep. That's why if you have a dog, right, especially a male dog that's protective, right, especially like a lab, right, that they do get productive. If you see them and you're taking the shit and they're laying in the hallway, right, looking away from you, they're looking at the entrance points, what they're looking at, because they know that's their most vulnerable time, them taking the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be your first alert right there.
But we're like 40 minutes into this place and we're already talking about shit. That's some good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Shitting some shit out and watching things while people shit and dog shit.
Well, you said you got to have a shower. You got to have a shower gun, right? But okay, but you also got to have a shower beer too every now and then. You got to have a holder for that shower beer.
Yeah. You got a built-in refrigerator with beer in there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Good aim. You feeling better, hon? Coming back?
It comes out.
All right, we'll figure out something. I'll give you some medicine. Get in the house, hon.
I need to settle my day.
Oh, Tsune's wearing the cone of shame. The cone of shame.
Is your
pretty
back
happy
hurting?
No, I keep getting like this wave of nauseousness, like the puke.
Oh.
That's no
Rocky,
fun.
you did not get her knocked up, did you?
That was my first thought as well, my friend.
No.
Don't you put that on me. Those are bad words.
More like in you.
If that happens, I'm gonna get a cuss if that ever does happen. I know it.
Hey, I'm gonna hang up. I'll be there in a second, boys.
All right, man.
Yep, that is exactly where my brain went to.
Well, I knew one of us was going to be thinking it, most likely, But if Thumper had been on here, he probably would have been thinking the same thing.
Well, yeah, it's always the first thing you think when a girl says obnoxious.
Yeah. But I mean, that sucks feeling nauseous all day. Ginger ale for me, that always worked. Ginger ale did.
That's what my wife does. Whenever she gets nauseous or something, she gets a ginger ale and it calms it right down.
Now, some people that don't work for, right? Some people doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rocky.
works for her.
Rocky.
Yo,
You got to eat ginger ale if she's nauseous?
no, I got Shirley Temple though. With that, that Shirley Temple drink you got.
Get her a Moscow Mule, man. Get that good ginger beer in it.
I mean, sometimes ginger ale works for that. Sometimes it doesn't.
I'll be right back.
Depends on the person.
Yeah. Like if you don't have ginger ale, 7-Up. That used to work for me when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Bob would give me 7-Up. There's something about that carbonation, that 7-Up.
Yeah, Charlene does. If she can't find ginger ale, she'll do Sprite.
Yep. But most time you can find ginger ale.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you got to have this one specific fucking brand.
Well, that's on you then.
Yep. Because to me, they all taste the same. They're the same fucking thing, just different label, pretty much nowadays. Or just fucking, two. Yep. If you got whiskey, make you hot toddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, my mom used to do that when I was a kid.
I'll tell you one thing. that will knock out a fever too. That hot toddy will, right there.
Yeah, especially when you're 11.
Yeah, stuff like a lot of people, they say not to do it nowadays, right? But with a kid's teething, right, the best thing to do, put a little bit of whiskey on your finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rubbing all that gum. It's got numbs it better. That oral gel, all that bullshit does. Telling you.
Yeah, a little whiskey ain't gonna hurt him.
Yep. Shit, Mom, I was trying not to do that when River was teething, right? Because River, when he started teething, he started teething early. So he couldn't really tell you what was hurting him, right?
Sure, yeah.
And Mom's like, I was going through that oral gel, right? Constantly, right? Because that's what doctors say to put on. And Mom's like, Jason, take a little bit of this fucking wild turkey, put it a little bit on your finger, and just rub it on his gums. That worked perfectly right there.
Oh.
It's not enough. It ain't drinking it, just on your finger that you rubbed as medication.
Well, it's just topical. It's going to soak into the gums and do its job, and it's not going to go any further.
And people forget that fucking whiskey was medicine at one point. It was labeled as medicine.
Yeah, Lafroig especially during the Prohibition.
Yep. For anxiety and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why you see like all those old moonshiner or people drink moonshiner, right? Be in their 90s.
Yeah.
That still drink it. Guess what? They ain't getting sick like fucking normal people are.
No.
Because you drink high enough octane, that's gonna knock out anything.
Certainly helps, yeah.
That's like when I was married, my wife ended up getting COVID twice, right? Well, and she was vaccinated, right? I was not vaccinated. I tested negative every fucking time, right? I said, okay, she got sicker than a dog, right? Me? I said, fuck it. This motherfucker, if I got it in me, guess what? That bitch gonna be just as drunk as me, too. Guess what? I never ran a fever, nothing with that shit.
Yeah, sometimes when you get sick, man, you've got enough time. Drink it out.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck it, I did. I stayed drunk that whole time.
Well, it keeps everything up here dry,
Yeah. No, I could have had it, but I never got sick like people that was actually vaccinated did. To me, it was just like a cold, right? Or like a flu, right?
I never even got sick.
The
whole time. I never caught nothing.
Hell, I still able to drink. Hell, I was drinking probably 15, 20 beers a day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of hard with a virus to compete with that load.
Yep. That's why I've shared that mead, right?
Yeah.
Like Veterans Bodies, right? With COVID vaccine, COVID shit in there. Like, how do you live like this? The pills, the fucking liquor, all that shit, right? A lot of people don't realize. We got so much shit pumped in our fucking body. Ain't a lot of shit gonna fucking hurt us.
No, we grew up pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Navy. Well, we picked up some shit there too, I'm sure.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. All the shots that fucking Navy did in boot camp.
Yeah. No, not just that, the chemicals, man.
Yeah.
I was an auto mechanic, dude. Shit. 6.5 years of that shit. I got my dose of chemicals.
Oh yeah. Shit, I think that's one of the reasons why people like me and Rocky, we got diagnosed with asthma because all the synthetic lube oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we had to fucking breathe in, right? Because it was still there, it just wasn't heavy, right?
Yeah.
You still smelled it. They trip well, all that shit, too.
All the vapors. Yeah.
Yep. And hell, we used to clean with that A-triple F. Fucking P-ways, fucking bilges with that shit. Hell, we fucking foam up that bilge, right? Shit, that foam would be as tall as me, right? Soak everything down. Shit, we're walking through it like nothing. Rocky, you got any saltines for her?
Saltines?
Yeah.
Probably.
Or Ritz crackers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would help, but I know sometimes that does help people. Something a little salty.
Well, it's a classic fucking homesick from school combo, fucking saltines and ginger ale.
And chicken noodle soup too. Can't forget that.
Yep.
The Campbell's. Yep. And the price is right too. So, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of these sick kids watch Bob Barker. That is so funny.
Oh yeah. Well, one day I had River watch it when this was been a while ago, right? He was sick. He wanted to stay home. I said, that's fine. He's like, damn burger. I said, chicken noodle soup, saltines, 7-Up, right? Or Sprite.
Oh.
I said, now, because Bob Barker, you can always find it online somewhere, right?
Sure.
I said, here you go. You gotta watch Price is Right if you're gonna stay home for sick. And I said, this is tradition. Can't break tradition.
No.
And he found it funny. Or I would put all Sanford Son for him, right? Or All the Family, right? Or the Jeffersons.
Some of them old reruns, yeah.
Well, because they're all fucking, I mean, they're just fucking, they're at one another all the time, right? And it's not politically correct. And he just loved them, too.
Yeah, they were good shows.
Yeah. Or MASH, right? He loves it. He does like MASH.
Dude, I watched the hell out of MASH when I was a kid.
I did, too. But you can't find the Dukes of Hazzard no more. They took that completely off. Assholes.
Yeah, I know.
Over a fucking flag. Come on now.
Well, like Rocky was saying, you know the sort of limp dicks we're dealing with when it comes to things like that.
Well, and MASH was a hell of a lot more fucking inappropriate, especially for fucking racial jokes than fucking Dukes of Hazzard ever was.
Oh yeah, Sanford and Son was and All in the Family.
Sanford Son, Jeffersons, All the Family. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like MASH, you remember that one for one of the first seasons, right? They had this one roommate. He was a doctor, right? They called him Spear Chugger. He was a black guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's racial as hell right there.
Sure it is.
Yeah. That's why I post that meme too about Disney don't have the balls to remake fucking Tarzan black, right?
Can't have that.
Because no one wants to see a bunch of fucking, Tarzan acting like a monkey.
Nope.
Yeah. But if they would, right, I guarantee it, I'd watch that, right? And just look at the comments too. I mean, just think about how the left would just fucking melt with that right there.
Well, you know what's fucking bad, dude? When all the new entertainment comes out, like that new Star Trek Academy show that bombed and everything, when comments on YouTube are way more entertaining than the show they're talking about, you know things are bad.
Oh, I tried watching that the other night, right? No, was not a fan.
Dude, I saw the fucking trailer and I was like, no.
Well, sometimes like the trailer's okay. It doesn't tell you the whole story, right? So like at least I will start watching it, right? Try to.
Enough.
And I was like, okay, yep, I should have started watching this. This is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yep. The fuck you eat, Rocky?
And a chip.
The apple chip?
It's kind of barbecue chip, but it's like high protein, low fat thing.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you're gonna eat chips, though, Rocky, I would suggest getting those fucking ones that's fried in beef tallow. What's those, the matzo chips or something?
No, I've been buying those lately. They got them at the grocery stores here. It's Snake River, and they make them beef tallow fucking kettle chips, and they are amazing.
I mean, that's what I would say. Anything fried beef tallow is gonna be better for that seed oil. Even the baked ones. I used to eat those baked ones, right? Thinking those are healthy for you, right? The Lay's baked. Oh, you look at all the ingredients, all the seed oil. Fuck.
No.
I had more information about feet from there than I did fucking eat anything else.
And I'll tell you something about those Snake River chips with the beef tallow, dude. Like normally I can crush a bag of potato chips, right? Like one sitting, I can get through most of it. Yep. These beef tallow kettle chips, man, you eat about 10 or 12 of them and you put the bag away. You don't want no more because they're so fucking rich. Like you actually eat less because it's like way better, if that makes any sense.
I know you got different brands. I can't have them. I would love to try them, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yes, no. Like you got Mawson, right? Okay. Then you got tallow, Rosie's Tallows, Jackson's. Trying to see what steak if Amazon has Snake River. I'm sure they have it. Okay, I ain't seen this one right here. Avocado oil. I'll show you.
I've been eating avocado oil chips for a long time, dude.
Oh, I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, they're all over the place up here, dude.
I mean,
they're
granted,
good. They're real good.
1 point. I mean, it's a 10-pack. But goddamn.
They're a little expensive, but dude, when you taste them, man, it is way better than seed oils, and it's a lot better for you. I mean, tallow is better than that, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for the ingredients. Potatoes, avocado. Oh shit, I can have them. I might have to order me some of them and try them out. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe they don't have those down by your area, dude. Because up here,
I'm not even seeing those in Columbia. Columbia is more of like a hipster town, right?
Yeah, see, up here, dude, there's like a dozen different avocado oil chips in the grocery stores.
I mean, I've had sweet potato chips before. And those are pretty good.
Alex Jones just says Tucker Carlson exposes the Ukrainian elites theft of hundreds of billions of U.S. taxpayers' money.
Oh yeah, we already knew that.
We didn't already know that.
And then there's something about Davos. Disgraced former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was seen with Katy Perry at Davos.
Yep.
That's a
old news,
winning
too.
combination there, isn't it? Man.
Yeah, yeah, Rocky. Try the beef tallow chips, man. If you can find them, try them, man.
Mhm.
Or the ones with avocado oil. I'm gonna get the ones with avocado oil. Yeah, I mean they're a little expensive, but it comes in a pack of 10. Okay, fine. You know.
I just want Heidi to make avocado salsa again, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that shit good.
That was good.
Yep.
The guacamole. Mwah.
Yeah, how come I never seen it? Shark Tank product. I watch Shark Tank all the fucking time. Damn. I must have missed that episode. Fuck. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I looked it up, man. To be honest with you. Fuck. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you can, and when you eat one of them avocado oil chips, you can definitely taste the difference. I mean, it's better.
Let me bring this up. Snake River beef tallow chips. Okay. Snake River beef tallow chips. All righty. Comes right up.
Well.
I mean, that's a little more expensive because it's beef tallow, right?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. No, they're
12
definitely
pack is
expensive.
12 pack is $50, right? But
Yeah, they ain't cheap. Don't get me wrong here, but
yeah, I
but
mean,
I also notice, man, when I buy a bag
Yeah.
of them chips, man, when I get to snacking,
Yeah.
it'll last me about a week. I mean,
okay.
you know, because you like I said, you eat 10, 12 chips and you're plenty satisfied.
Yep. I'm gonna show Rocky what they look like here. He gets back here.
Hey, Rocky.
I'm coming. I'm right here. What's up?
Here's what Snake, the ones he's talking about, Snake River, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chips.
Yep.
And yeah, fuck. I mean,
Wow, that looks good.
I mean,
$49.
yeah, but Rocky, you think that's gonna be healthy for you like that? I mean, it's gonna be healthier for you what the Lays are and all that shit, right? That's just how it costs more. I mean, shit, look at what I got paid for fucking emu and ostrich, a
Right.
pound. You know? But that meat's healthier for you than fucking beef is. A lot healthier because they don't have, I mean, it's lean. It's like healthy for you like deer, bison, elk is. Moose.
Moose and squirrel.
Squirrel's good for you too, though. Rabbit
It's
is
a tasty
too.
morsel.
Yep.
You kill you 3, 4 of them, make a stew. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But you gotta cook, you gotta have the brains in the stew. Got to. Squirrel brains. Those are good too.
If I've had
Especially
that, I'm not aware of it.
Especially if you're making like a dumpling, like a squirrel dumpling, right? Everybody always don't put the fucking brains in it, right? A lot of people, you don't tell people if they don't like eating weird shit, right? You just don't tell them that's it. And then you say, hey, now you've had squirrel brain. Especially if they say they liked it, right?
Well, the brain is all fat, so I'm sure it adds a lot of richness to it.
Yes. That's why people put it in there. Right there. Just like when you're tanning, right? Why they use fucking the deer brains for tanning or elk brains, right? To tan the hides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny that every single animal has exactly enough brain to tan its own hide.
Yep. It truly does.
That's pretty spooky.
Yeah. I mean, think about buffalo, how big their brains are, right? That's enough to tan one buffalo hide.
Well.
That's what they always wanted was a buffalo fucking rug, man.
Well,
Like
I
a
mean,
bear. Yeah, like
they
a
got
bear
hunting
rug.
they got hunting packages for buffalo, I'm sure.
Oh, they do, but I'm telling you, that motherfucker, that's more expensive than fucking going out west elk hunting. Put it that way.
But you get that rug out of it though.
Yep. But the thing is, man, you better have a fucking big old truck to bring that meat home.
That's true. That's
I
true.
mean, Because one guy at work, he had a fucking Tundra, right? Which wasn't very big. I mean, I'm talking the small Tundras, not the full size ones, right? This motherfucker, he had that motherfucker whole fucking thing loaded in the back. Didn't even process it yet. All the way from Wyoming back to fucking mid-Missouri.
That's a bit of a drive.
Yeah. He said that motherfucker was sticking out everywhere. I'm like, what do you expect? They're fucking 3,000, 4,000 pounds animals.
Yeah.
He said, well, this one was 3,500 when I shot. I said, exactly. Yeah.
Well, but man, you are in meat for a couple of years if you kill one.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you one thing. You give me, I would take a fucking buffalo burger over any beef burger any day of the fucking week.
Well, bison's delicious.
Yeah.
You just got to add some fat to it.
Actually, you don't if you fucking cook it right. You don't. Sear at high heat right, like on a flat top. It don't take long to do it. Flip it over. Still juicy, man.
That shit's pretty lean, isn't it?
Yeah. But when I was doing at Boy Scouts, we had the like powwows, right? Native American stuff, big, celebration, right? Every year. So we worked that. And these old Native Americans, so we did the cooking, right? And the such stand was all buffalo burger, right? Fried bread, all that. These old Native Americans showed us how to do it without adding fat to it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't.
It's got to be high heat. All that. When you sear it off, it don't take long. Done.
So you're saying the sear keeps everything together?
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Just think about it. The best way to learn to cook that is by Native Americans, right?
Well, obviously.
Because they didn't have fucking added fat on the prairie. That's like frying bread. Everyone thinks it's a Native American staple. No, that's something they had to do when they got put on the reservations. The flour and all that they were given.
Yeah, they didn't have flour.
No.
Not at first, no.
No, they ate meat, berries, anything that the land provided, right?
Corn, beans, and squash for the Northeasterners.
Yeah. And not every tribe fucking raised crops. Yeah.
No.
Like
the Sioux, like the Sioux, the Comanche, they were nomads, man. They couldn't grow anything.
Now, like the ones like the Osage and the ones like mid Missouri up to north, right? They did grow crops.
Yeah.
I'm sure they made matzah. That's where a lot of that comes from too.
Yep, ground up corn.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much because corn back then, man, it would break human teeth, man. Back then with corn, they had to pound it into flour and mix water, or else they couldn't eat it.
Now, I'll tell you one thing: if you get your hands on that fucking, they call it heritage corn now, right? Or heirloom corn.
Yeah.
That corn so much better tasting for you. I mean, so much better tasting than the shit they have now. Especially when you fucking soak it. You can soak it in milk, right? And then fucking put it in boiled water, right? Or put it on the fucking grill, right? Fuck. Tell you some butter and salt. Can't beat it, man. And they got the blue corn and red corn. Just like the Mexicans do, right? They use the blue corn masa, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I like them chips better than the yellow corn any day of the week. And the tortillas, any day. That blue corn's got a different taste to it. That reminds me, I need to get some more masa to fucking make my own fucking tortillas again, start on that again.
That's what I've been working on, man. I got a 5-pound bag of masa, and I got that crimpet that Thumper was talking about. So
it's the BF. But if you don't have, if it's just the corn ones, right? The corn ones will not work in the crimpet. Will not. They're too fragile. You can try, but they're too fragile. They're gonna break on you. I've tried it.
What you got to do is you got to heat them up first and get them to where they kind of get pliable.
Oh, I have, man. I tried doing it straight after I fucking heated them up, got the puff up right, and fucking then I tried it right. Still did not work. I mean, it don't seal. Yeah, it doesn't seal down. The flour ones, they seal.
Sure, we got the gluten holding shit together. Yeah.
Yep. Where the corn, you ain't got that gluten in it. That's the thing.
Well, but flour don't taste nearly as good when you deep fry it.
Yep. Now, which one did you get? Did you get both sizes? The big one?
I
And the
got
small
just
one?
I just got the big one.
Okay. Now they do have the sandwich squares too, though, right? You know, sandwich like squares. You know, and you got fucking the round ones too. Those work good too for like sandwich bread, making like true hot pockets, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, or like when you're camping, right? Remember the things that you put the bread in, right? Squeeze it, put it in the fire, you know, campfire, right?
Yep.
You know, the pies, the handheld pies. That's what that's for, right there.
Okay.
You know, but you can't use every type of bread. I've tried. So
Okay. Well, I'll have to do my own experiment.
now sandwich bread works the best for meals. Works the best. You know,
Okay.
because they say to use like the flat bread. I'm like, fuck all that flat bread bullshit.
Well, I wonder how a 50-50 masa flour tortilla would be.
You talk about corn and flour? I don't know. I never tried making one of those.
Yeah, corn flour and wheat flour, you mix them together 50-50 and make a tortilla. Like, I wonder how that would behave.
Now you got me thinking now, Mick, on that
You know,
one.
get a little more flexibility, but you still got that nice corn crunch when you deep fry it. Like,
Yep.
it's something to think about. I'm gonna try that because I got both.
Yeah, because you don't really deep fry when you puff it up first, then you can deep fry it later once you get the taco form right.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. Yeah.
Yep. All right, me. Now you got me thinking right now. So
Because I am gonna do it, man. One of my missions in fucking life is to recreate the Jack in the Box taco at home.
and you got to make your own corn tortillas because the store bought ain't the same.
Well, that's
I
why
mean,
I'm doing this. Yeah, because it's just no.
No, I mean the ones from store like the Mission Brand, right? They're okay, right? But it's not the same as the Jack in the Box ones.
Exactly. They're not quite doing it. Yeah.
All righty. I'm going to order me some fucking masa real quick. So what, River?
Whoa. Massive 100-car pileup shuts down Michigan highway. God dang.
What happened? What caused the pileup? The weather?
Yeah, the weather. Minor injuries, no one killed, but yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-196 in western Michigan. A burst of lake effect snow turned the roads into chaos. Yeah.
And luckily nobody died too. That's what they said on the news.
Yeah, injuries were reported as minor and no one was killed.
Yeah, before I came on here, I had news on, right?
Nuts.
And that showed up. I was like, holy shit. I was like, damn.
It's a big pileup, right? It's 100 cars?
Yeah, over a dozen semis too.
Gee. That's not good.
No, it is not. But I mean, look where you are.
I need to order some more pizza flour anyway, so I'll do that. Oh, it's not available? You motherfuckers. Sorry.
Do you want something to drink, hon? You want me to grab you a drink?
Water.
Water. I'll be right back.
All right, who the fuck is going? I don't know why they make gluten-free fucking bread. That's fucking shit's nasty. I know I bought it off here before.
What you looking up?
No, I know I bought it from fucking the flour, you know, the corn flour.
Yeah.
Like masa. I know I bought it fucking from King Arthur's Bakery.
Oh, look.
Oh, speaking of, guess what I just found, Mick? I'll show you.
Oh, what's that?
There's a recipe out for this. 50-50 corn or flour tortillas. There's a recipe for it out there.
Okay. Chewy yet tender, deep, toasty flavor. Okay.
Eagle Punch, masa, Herrera, and all-purpose flour.
Rolling pin. Okay.
Well, technically, you don't need a rolling pin if you got one of those tortilla presses, right? Once you get your ball rolling, if you got one of them. But
I do not. I do not. So the rolling pin will have to do.
yep. Let's look here. Yeah, 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1 cup Bossa Herrera. Okay, refined coconut oil, which I can use duck fat. I got that rendered duck fat now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leftists calling for the murder of ICE agents and their families and their homes.
Yeah.
Let's see how well that goes.
Yeah.
Seeing as
And
how
when
half
the
of
ICE agents
Minneapolis.
come out where all these people live and then arrest their family and kill them and then charge their family for the bullet, that's going to be hilarious to me.
You know, half of the Minnesota
These
Police
people are
Department.
barking up the
fucking-
wrong tree. They're barking up the wrong tree. They're going against the law in the first place. If you're going to protest peacefully. Stop getting in everyone's way and impeding law enforcement from doing their job of getting illegal aliens and child molesters and child traffickers and drug dealers off the streets. Okay, thanks, honey. It's a little ridiculous. Thanks, honey.
A little?
Well, you know what I mean. I'm just like, come on. Once again, I know. I'm being hopeful, but I know the truth is they're not going to change.
Nope, they won't.
They're not going to wake up one day and be like, "Oh man, I'm screwed up. I'm the fascist one. I'm the one that crashes into churches and threatens people."
Well, at that point, dude, they've gotten so far down that rabbit hole, dude. The only way to stop them is to terrify them from proceeding. They've got to be literally scared for their life before anything will change.
Basically, they're going to have to be put to death. That's the only thing that might scare them.
Or introduce the possibility
I'm
of
pretty
it.
sure they'll be scared to die. They're going to be scared to die because they're going to be like, "Well, I ain't raising up from this thing."
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't got to kill them. You just got to let them know you might. It's like when your dad beat your ass a couple times as a kid, you know, and afterward, you know, all he had to do is look at you right because you knew he would beat your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, after a while, he just gave you the look, and he didn't have to beat your ass because you knew how to act right when he gave you that look. Kind of the same thing. You got to whack a couple of them. I mean, legitimately when they're doing something that warrants it, but you got to let them know you're going to fucking do it. Because then if one of these agents says, like that one guy, remember he said, "Hey, do not make a bad decision today." You knew exactly what the fuck he meant when he said that.
Yeah, I mean,
and so a couple of these people are going to have to get whacked. And then all it's going to take is for the agents to show up and go, "Do not make a bad decision today." And this shit will end.
I wonder if he's going to do that Insurrection Act thing.
Hard to say. He would be justified in doing so, in my opinion.
Well, he already could. He already could, but before the courts, because it's gonna go to court, right? If he does, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
There's got to be something else that happened to make his case fucking in the courts, right there.
Yeah.
I mean, which I would have already fucking done it. As soon as he said we're at war with federal government, okay, motherfuckers,
Yep,
you lose
you're
your
done.
fund immediately. Fuck you. I'm sending everybody in to fucking take over your fucking country, or not your country, but your state, until you get your own shit together.
Yeah.
Because people forget this, right? The states gave up their law, their power, right? They're the fucking confederation of fucking states, right? You know, getting the new shit like new amendments going right there. They gave up a lot of power. The states used to have more power than the federal government did.
They did. Yeah.
But states gave it up to make the federal government, help, be the big as what it is, right? So all the states are not fighting one another. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Muffin?
I mean, you have like cops. There's this lawyer on Fox News Day. She was, the cops, they don't have to fucking cooperate with ICE, right, or federal law enforcement, right? But they cannot impede them from doing their job.
Yeah, stay the fuck out of their way.
Yes. And I feel bad for those cops because, all those cops, I ain't going to say all of them, but 99% of them, right? They know that they need to get those people out there.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the ones that think like that, right? You know, they're just trying to do their job, you know?
Well, did you hear in Minneapolis, there was a whole bunch of Minneapolis cops, like 25 or 30 of them, and they all quit to go join ICE.
Nice.
Because they're getting tired of fucking getting told to stand down.
Yeah.
You know? They're like,
That tells
okay,
you
well,
something.
if I can't do my job, I'll go someplace where I can.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I found out where I got the blue core mossos off Amazon. Guess what? Check this out, Mick. You're going to like this one. Heidi will too, probably. Red core mosso.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Red corn matzah.
Oh, masa.
Wonder what the flavor difference is.
I don't know.
I never had red corn masa.
I've never had either. I've had blue core. That's why I like it. All right, here.
I remember we made nachos with the blue corn tortilla chips one time. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Back in a second, guys.
Yep.
Right. Let's see here. What degree it's on
I
this
think
one?
Tim Waltz and a couple other people, they're getting investigated for impeding investigations.
Well, and Tim Walsh, they're investigating him for the fraud because he's the fucking governor. You know, why he allowed that shit to happen. But you know what? The one way the fraud is going to fucking stop, right? I mean, you're always going to have fraud. But I'll talk about this big fraud at the fucking state level, right? And all that shit, federal level. Until people start going to jail, they're going to continue doing it. Just like the insider trading Congress and Senate. I don't give a fuck what side of the aisle you're on. All those motherfuckers insider trade. You know.
I mean, they really need to like get people that are like us, the regular normal people that are like, we're not going to help special interest groups. We're going to do what's right for the American people. If you don't want to vote for me because of your special interest group, that's fine. I'm still going to do the right thing if I get in office, while you guys try to do the corrupt things. And then when I find out you do the corrupt things, I'm going to find a way to disband you for doing illegal activities. That's the way it's going to be. If they get people like that in office that are non-compromising people, it will get better. I just don't know how it's going to, I don't know how to do it. I'd love to get in there though.
Well, you got to try. I mean, but the thing is, you probably got to start off small before you get a name in politics. That's the thing. You know?
I know. I just don't believe in the system the way they do things. I think it's so corrupt and stupid and pathetic and lying and it's pathetic and sneaky.
Yep. I mean, nobody likes it, but okay, this is what I had to. Okay, but it's, I mean, that's why people, before they get to the national level, right? You see a lot of, they start off like a mayor or something like that, or county commissioner, right? And then move up like they're like Congress, state congressman, right? State senate, you know, state governor, and then attorney general, like lawyers. That's why they're all lawyers, because most of those guys was attorney generals at one time, you know. Right here. Well, I want the yellow corn. Give me that yellow corn, baby. Yeah. Add to cart. Sorry. I'm just.
No problem, dude.
Got to talk about tortillas, and I've been wanting to fucking do it for a while, so I was like, again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got the yellow corn, pack of 2 yellow corn, masa coming, or will be here, and blue corn. And I am going to try to do the 50-50 recipe for, you know, half flour, half fucking corn. See what that is like.
That wasn't too bad. It was like what's that? That taco mix thing we used to make. It was like ground beef tacos and noodles. That's what it reminded me of.
Did I make that?
We made it a long time ago, back in like Seal Beach or
I don't remember.
Gitmo.
They just got me a little package in the mail.
What'd you get? Nice, a K-bar.
First.
Does it say USN on it? I can't see.
It says US Army.
Army.
Yep.
I got the U.S. Navy one, man.
But this is 1095 high carbon.
Yeah, I like having a K-bar.
I don't know what took me so long. You know, it's such an iconic knife, and I've never owned one.
You know, when I got the K-bar for the first time, I was in Bahrain. They sold it in the necks in Bahrain.
Really?
Yeah. So I bought like 2 of them when I was in Bahrain, and they shipped home.
Cool. Well, now I got
And then in Little Creek, they had the smaller ones there, and then they had the Tanto blade ones at the Air Force Base in L.A. No, it was Los Alamitos. Los Alamos? What is that one?
Los Alamos is a nuclear test facility.
It's not that. It's Los Alamitos in Orange County, right? They would sell the Tanto blade K-bar there. In their Army Exchange there. That's a cool knife, too.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, like I told you, my combat flipper that I carry is a Tonto. I like those.
You still looking at tortillas, dude? Or chips?
Oh, no. Nope. But as soon as that blue core gets here tomorrow, like it says it does, right? Guess what? Guess what I'm going to be trying? That 50-50 recipe.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that myself.
Yeah.
Just seems too good not to try, man. Especially if I can get a good, like, crunchy deep fry on it. Oh, yeah.
Hell, I didn't know they had a goddamn fucking recipe out for it.
So my theory was right.
Yeah.
All I know is it's going to make the wife real happy if I can pull this off, because that is most assuredly her jam.
What is it?
Some kind of 50-50 thing. Are you going to get some more banana bread or no? Do you have any left?
Yes. No, what's up?
Maybe in a few.
So that's one thing I like about Keown's Bakery, Mick. They got a lot of recipes out there that's fucking, they're damn good too. I mean, hell, I've even bought their fucking, for making the pizza dough, right? Stretched it, right?
Yeah.
I've even bought their classes for that.
Well, that's a whole art form right there.
Yeah, I know. And I still get it fucked up every now and then. It's really, yeah, like, I mean, if you want to know how to bake something, they're the ones to go to, you know, for a starting recipe right there.
Well, and the starting recipe is fine because I always end up tweaking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Is there one in the garage?
No.
I mean, that's why AI is good too. I've not had one yet on AI, but I had to tweak. Not yet.
Yeah, you were saying the Alpha Gal stuff has been really spot on.
Yeah. And most of the time, when I'm trying to take something right that's not Alpha Gal right, making it Alpha Gal, there's quite a bit of shit I got to tweak sometimes.
Just the bananas you're looking
Oh, yeah,
at.
sure.
You know. That's why I know people don't like fucking, you know, AI, but I'm telling you, if you use AI correctly, there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, no.
Just all right here. Get back on track here, fellas, a little bit. Oh, y'all. Oh no, you already seen that one. I'm on the wrong fucking chat. Okay. This is a black man, right? Talking about how the left is, right? Since we was all that subject earlier about ICE and all that shit.
Yep.
I'm just saying, ladies killed on the subway. Nobody does nothing. Charlie Kirk was shot. No cities were torn up, burned down, or nothing. Lady who wasn't even fit enough to raise her own children decides to drive a car at an officer of the law, and y'all tearing up a whole fucking city. I've said you a special kind of stupid, but right now y'all just acting downright ignorant. Fuck your feelings. That's the fucking facts. Anything that's happened, this is what you picked to stand behind. I'm just saying, come on, make it fucking make sense. Y'all look real stupid right about now.
Yeah,
He ain't wrong. I mean,
He's right, dude. Right.
we've been saying the same shit, but now you're getting fucking other people, different races saying the same shit now. Not just us white people saying it.
No.
You know. Well, I'm sorry, Rocky's been saying he's not really considered white, but he is. So sorry.
White enough for me.
But I mean, you don't see a lot of black people coming out and saying shit like that. You do not.
You know, there was another guy on X today. I saw that he was talking about it. He's like, "You guys are stupid doing this stuff. Like, you guys are." What it really shows you is like either they have a hive mind, they're brainwashed, or they're just completely stupid and immoral people, and they don't even deserve to even have a right to vote after what they're doing.
Oh,
like seriously, we want you to vote when you do this. Like, we saw a dude get assassinated in September, and everyone's making fun of it, but some stupid ass drives their vehicle into an officer of the law, knowing it's a deadly fucking weapon because it weighs a couple thousand pounds, and they're going to freak out about that. That is some kind of special stupid that's like, there's no helping you. You might as well just tie your neck to a millstone and be thrown into the bottom of the ocean.
Here, I got one even better now.
Okay.
I got one even better.
To help me, go home. Wherever that home is, go. Ain't no white supremacy, American supremacy. American supremacy. And if you don't know what an American is, now I don't know what to tell you. Because I know you want to help me, go home. Wherever that home is, go. Ain't no white supremacy, American.
Yep.
Yep.
See, when you get away from, all those fucking polls, right, that the fucking CNN, MSNBC, blah, blah, blah does, right? She's right. There ain't no white supremacy. It's American supremacy. That's the thing. And a lot of people, especially like a lot of people of color, like in my area, that's the way they think. Because they know there ain't no white supremacy. We're all created equal.
So, well, when these people, they're kind of self-owning when they say this, right? Because, okay, for one, the term white supremacy, it don't mean nothing no more. It's been so overused over shit that it has nothing to do with that now it's a meaningless phrase. Stop fucking using it. We don't care. It doesn't do anything, right? But if you're going to be we'll call you a minority or person of color, whatever. Okay, I don't PC speak very well. If you're a person of color, right, and you say that enforcing the law is white supremacy, that must mean that you brown people aren't capable of making and enforcing laws. That's a self-own. Like you're basically admitting you're incapable of living a decent existence, which, I mean, of course we all know that's not true, but that's what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's wow, boy, you don't really think before you talk, do you?
Because they're just speaking off of emotion, dude. They're totally emotional. They can't.
Yeah, and it's always the white women that do it. Always, every single one, too.
We got a whole generation.
I bet you someone's going to come out with a bill.
No, they've never been told.
I bet you someone's going to come out with a bill saying repeal the 19th.
Yeah. You'd love to try to get that fucking.
Every stupid policy that was voted in since they had the right to vote has been done by them.
Yep. Well, it's just like
the first one was prohibition.
Yep. Nick, y'all know you've heard those stories up there around where you live in New York, right? About the Irish couldn't apply for jobs, right? When they came over here, right?
Yeah, they used to have signs outside of businesses that said no dogs or Irish.
I got something on that one because this 14-year-old student disproved the historian's claim that no Irish need apply signs were a myth, right? And this girl was in high school. But we all know that was true, too.
Over a decade, a history professor told the world that no Irish need apply signs were a myth, that Irish Americans had invented their own discrimination. Then a 14-year-old girl proved him wrong. Growing up Irish American, you heard the stories. Your great-great-grandparents saw the signs. Help wanted, no Irish need apply. Jobs they couldn't have because of where they were born. In 2002, historian Richard Jensen published a study claiming those signs never existed. He called it a myth of victimization. He said Irish Americans had made it up for political sympathy. For 13 years, academics believed him, until 2015 when Rebecca Fried, a high school freshman in Washington, D.C., read about his research, and she didn't buy it. She started searching old newspaper archives online. Within hours, she found what Jensen claimed didn't exist. Dozens of No Irish Need Apply ads, from the 1840s through 1909. In New York, Boston, Chicago, even small towns in Texas and Montana. Jobs for clerks, bartenders, farm hands, bakers, all rejecting Irish workers on site. She published her findings in the same academic journal that printed Jensen's original article. A teenager dismantled a professor's decade of work with a laptop and a library database. The signs were real, the discrimination was real, and Irish Americans weren't making it up. Sometimes history gets rewritten, and sometimes a high school kid rewrites it back. Did your Irish ancestors face discrimination? Comment and follow The Irish Remembered.
Yeah.
That's so hilarious. What's that showing? That shows is all you need to be able to do is know how to read and research, and you'll probably find the truth. And if you have a stupid haircut like that professor and you're stupid, snobby little snub nose, whatever he is, you're a jack off. You're a jack offosaurus. You're like the jack offosaurus from season 3 of South Park.
Love that episode.
Well, I mean, that just goes to show you how some of those motherfuckers try to say that shit never happened. Like, we was never depressed. Irish people or Scottish people was never oppressed. Bullshit. Everybody at one time was oppressed.
Well, I know it's bullshit right away because you know what? I grew up around a lot of Irish folks.
Yeah.
That's not in their national character, man. You can say whatever you want about the Irish, but fucking appealing to pity is not in their fucking DNA.
No.
They'll fucking fight you.
I mean, they found the way. That's why you had a lot of illegal activity with the gays, especially Irish, fucking Italians, right? And the Jewish people too. You know?
Well, yeah,
Well,
because of
they all had
prohibition.
mafias back in the day.
That's how bootlegging became a thing, and then the mafia started because of that. I think, right? The mafias.
Well, the mafia got in on it.
Prohibition.
The Scots-Irish started it, and then after Prohibition and nothing could be bought, that's when the fucking Italians in Chicago and New York were like, hey, wait a second.
But before the Italians got held of it, right, the Irish mafia was doing it too, but way before the Italians was on that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like the Scots-Irish mafia, they started this shit.
Yeah.
But then the Italians, once Prohibition hit, the Italians wanted in.
Yeah. But a lot of people forget. That's why I said a lot of people forget that the Scottish and Irish, they had a mafia too. It just ain't well known like the Italian was.
Well, it was more low key. It was more kind of down low. It wasn't flashy. They didn't show off.
Yeah. Oh, that's like,
All you gotta do is just watch the movie The Departed. It explains it all. When Jack Nicholson's like, when an Irishman couldn't get a fucking job and all that other stuff, because that's what it was like back then. That's a good movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you had a lot of Irish people, Scottish people. That's why they got out of the cities, went to Appalachia and all those places.
Yeah.
To do their own fucking thing.
Yeah.
And here's one about that, about the hillbillies, right?
And they were tougher than shit, too. They knew they could handle it.
Yep.
History of hillbillies goes back so far. I've mentioned that they were Ulster Scots that got the name hillbilly because of William of Orange. They were all Protestants. He was the Protestant king of England. And so when he comes in, they're Billies because his name is William. Well, the history of America is filled with Ulster Scots, sometimes called Scots-Irish. These guys go back all the way back to the early days of America. These guys did not like being told what to do by lords over in Great Britain. And so what they do, they left Scotland and then they left Ireland. The British kept bugging them. So then they come out to America. Well, there was a whole bunch of wannabe lords out here that were making them real annoyed. So they moved on out to Appalachia, which is the same mountain range, geologically speaking, as the Highlands of Scotland. So they felt right at home. Now they then moved into this region, and the separations between a lot of these different states happened because of the Ulster Scots in Appalachia. In West Virginia, these guys were the ones that wanted to separate off because they didn't like all the stuff that was going on with these lordlings in Virginia. These Ulster Scots, these hillbillies, they weren't owning anybody. They were barely surviving, and they just wanted to be left alone. And a lot of the early states were because these guys separated off. Like, we're talking Tennessee, we're talking all of this whole region out here. They just wanted to be left alone. And we continue to see their impact throughout history, whether that be through a lot of the populist movements, even the early ones with Andrew Jackson, were the Ulster Scots. These were the guys who were doing moonshine way back in the early time to separate themselves off in the Whiskey Rebellion. And then later on, these are the same guys who are doing moonshine back in the 1920s and 30s. And these guys are still.
Yep.
And guess where the Italian mob got their shit from? Those guys.
Well, yeah. They've been making it for a century at that point.
And that's why the Canadian whiskey, why the mob and Irish did too, that all of them did, they wanted that Canadian whiskey too. Because it was good shit.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I think we learned a valuable lesson there. Leave the booze alone.
Yep. Well, it's like, Al Capone, the only reason he got big in Chicago, because he took over the fucking bootlegging industry there.
Yeah, well, he was quoted as saying, all I ever did was supply a demand that was pretty damn popular.
Yep.
If it wasn't for Prohibition, dude, tell you what would never happen. If it wasn't for Prohibition, the Italian mafia would have never gotten that powerful.
Yep.
And the Kennedys would never been in politics because their father, Joe Kennedy, he made all his money back in the day with that old school Prohibition fucking shine money.
Yep.
And that's what fueled his political career. So not only would the Italian mob have not been powerful without Prohibition, but we wouldn't have had a Kennedy in office. Not one.
Even with Prohibition, right? The Chicago mob wouldn't have got as big as long as they would have stayed in their own fucking neck of the woods, right? Instead of trying to branch out where the Irish are at, right?
Yeah.
Then you got that turf war right there. That's where the Valentine's Day Massacre comes in play.
Yep.
Because Capone, he wiped out that Irish game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Italian mob is always about expansion. You've seen that, time and time again.
But they all had their own little areas, own breweries and all that shit. They have plenty money to go around for everybody.
But power, man. Power. I want more.
Yep.
I want more.
Yep.
Money, power, and fame.
Yeah, that's like when Al Capone took office.
All three.
Like when Capone came in power, right? After his fucking, press, the person that taught him right, brought him up in the industry. When he retired, the guy that he had as second command, right, Capone did, he's the only one of that crew that never got put in handcuffs because he kept low fucking key.
Mm-hmm.
He went back to the old ways, right? The old ways.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck out of the limelight. Everything.
Well, the thing is, La Cosa Nostra is Italian for this thing of ours. Back in the day, they didn't even name it. And they used to say there's no such thing. Like, they were super low-key when they first started.
Yeah. It's a secret society. Yeah, but over there in Italy, it was, too. But when they came over here, right, like Luciano and all the guys around, they got going, guess what? They were brash and everything. They wasn't underground like they was over in Italy.
Yeah. They brought it out of the fucking the shadows, and that was part of the problem. If they'd have stayed in the shadows, wouldn't have been nearly as tough on them.
Yeah. You look at like the mob now, right? They're back in the shadows now.
Oh yeah. Well, after the RICO Act, they had no choice.
Yeah. But they're still operating. That's the thing.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
But they've learned from fucking Gotti and all those fucking guys that were fucking Capone. They should have learned from Capone, right? Gotti did not learn from the guys. Learn from them. And that's like Paul Castellano, right?
Yeah.
That's why he never fucking really got indicted. He got indicted, but never got put in jail.
No. But
because but because he didn't want to fucking, because Gotti thought he should have been in power versus him.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it was a couple of things. Gotti was being ambitious.
Yep.
And Paul Castellano, he forgot where he came from, man. He stopped communicating with his underbosses. He stopped paying the guys like they were getting paid. Like he was getting selfish, and he was kind of getting aloof.
Yep.
And once that happened, fucking Gotti figured he had enough clout to make that call, and he did. And There you go.
Well, he got lucky the commission didn't take him out, but he had to get all those guys on board too.
Oh yeah, without question. But the thing is, man, Castellano, he was fucking up to a degree where Gotti felt it was safe, and he was, like I said, he was right.
And that commission, a lot of people think it's just a New York commission. No, that's the commission of all the families in across the nation right there that had to vote on and give their praise for that one.
Yep. At the very least, everyone east of the Mississippi.
Even Kansas City had to give their fucking okay for it too.
Yeah, they probably had to talk to Vegas too, if I'm
Vegas, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh, we're talking about the way the mob was back in the day versus now, and how they used to be really in the shadows and low key. Then they got all glamorous and came out of the shadows. They had their day, but then they got cracked down on. And nowadays they're back in the shadows because of the RICO Act. And
they're not in the shadows; they're in the government.
But they're not as flamboyant as what they was. What we're saying.
They own major corporations, and they're in the government.
Well, because they finally got smart and started doing legal shit, buying legal companies. They always did, but now they're buying more and more legal companies.
Yep. What I tell you about the Kennedys, man, if it wasn't for Prohibition, Joe Kennedy would not have gotten his fucking money to start off his political career. So if it wasn't for Prohibition, we wouldn't have had no Kennedy in office, and the Italian mob would not have been half as powerful.
Yeah.
Like that whole Prohibition thing just didn't work.
Did you guys see the thing I sent you guys while I was at my Cairo on Facebook Messenger?
Oh, probably. I watched a bunch of shit today.
Of course, it's on fucking X. I gotta fucking log into it.
Yeah, it's on
the wrong backyard.
No,
that was Gilly.
Oh, Trump's landed in fucking Denmark right now, or Greenland.
Yeah, I know. He's
$700 billion cash offer to buy Greenland outright from Denmark.
And plus 100,000 lump sum to each of its 57,000 residents, totaling $706 billion.
I'm moving to fucking Greenland, dude. Who's with me?
Right?
Hey, I want to be one of those chicks, man. Those hot fucking chicks. Fuck yeah.
But I mean, it's a legit offer. I mean, that's a fucking legit offer.
Legit offer. Yeah.
That
actually, and most people realize that square footage of Greenland, right, is bigger than anything we've ever purchased, like Louisiana purchased, all that shit. Square footage.
It goes back over 150 years of presidents trying to fucking buy it. Like, it's not just he's not just the first president to even consider it. It goes back 150 fucking years of us either being in Greenland, protecting it, putting bases in it, or fucking trying to buy it for 150
we've got
years.
fucking bases there, dude. Our military is already there.
Yeah. We've been protecting Greenland forever, before World War II.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand. We have been trying to buy Greenland for 150 years. It goes back that fucking far.
Well, it's like we didn't like the land that we.
It's not a Trump thing. It is a fucking U.S. government thing for a reason.
Yeah. Well,
what's
like
the Monroe
our land
Doctrine thing?
To expand the country, right? Other countries had the land, right? Even though Native Americans lived on, right? But we had to buy from those other countries, except for the 13 colonies, right? We just kicked England's ass, took that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we just stole that.
But everything else is bought, paid for. I mean, yeah.
I hope that they just make it an actual either a state or a territory. Because then I can travel there for free on an Air Force plane. I can do Space A. Because I'm not retired. I'm not supposed to fly Oconus to, they have that stupid rule. But if you're 100%, you can go to territories and states for free, on Space A.
I know, that sucks because I can't fucking fly. And I'm like, now I can fucking do Space A and I can't fucking fly. Motherfucker. This sucks.
Right? Yeah. And it's not like we have to worry about, we got to be back at a certain day or time because of work and all that, because we don't fucking work. Oh, you're going to make me stay in Hawaii for an extra 3 days? Okay. Gee, where's my fucking arm?
Because I got
You
bumped
know?
by an active military. Okay, fine.
Now, is that
Yeah.
kind of a max flight for retired guys?
It's no. So space available is when you're on active duty, you can fly space available with your dependents, right? So
Okay.
like you can go anywhere that they fly to for free, but you're going to be on a C-130 or a C-5 or a C-17 or the fucking smaller passenger jets that they have. The
Less
Navy
than
used to
stellar
have,
accommodations.
and so like the shitty thing is you can get bumped off the flight. Like say you went to fucking Hawaii, right? And you're supposed to be coming back. You could get bumped if somebody in Hawaii gets like a Red Cross or something, and they have to get to the mainland. You get bumped because they get priority.
Sure.
So that's why it's called Space A. It's space available. If the space is available and the plane is going there, you can get on it. The shitty thing is you don't know if you're going to get on it until the day of the flight. And they don't put out a fucking list. I think it's like a 48-hour list or something like that. You show up the day before and you get put on it, and then they'll tell you the day of the flight if you're going to get to fly or not. So that's the shitty part. But again, if you're doing it, you know, you don't give a fuck if you're stuck somewhere. It doesn't really matter, you know.
And you're saving a lot of money by doing that too.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here.
That's like, you know, like Whiteman is only like 47 miles from here, right? I can fly out of there, you know, but with my Vertigo, that ain't gonna allow me to fly. I mean, I can't do small elevation changes. That fucks me up for 3 days.
Ugh.
Just like we're going from fucking, you know, what is 750 feet above sea level here, right?
Yeah.
All the way up to cruising altitude, right? Which it could be anywhere between, you know, about 15 to 20,000, depending on where you're going, right? Just think how bad that would fuck me up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, nope.
Shit. So you're stuck taking the train pretty much.
Yeah. But Amtrak ain't bad. You know,
no,
because Amtrak, as long as you got your own fucking car, right? Your own sleeper car, guess what? You can bring your own booze on Amtrak as long as you got your own sleeper car.
Sure.
Yeah. A lot of people forget that. They don't check bags at Amtrak. They do not. You know.
Sweet.
And me, I would just have a fucking carry-on. Anyways, I wouldn't have no big suitcase, right?
Nah, no need.
But I would have, well, I'd have my cooler bag, right, with my beer in it. That I would have. It's some water and stuff. Because that shit's expensive on the train.
Oh, yeah. Any mode of transportation is going to charge you at the ass for it.
Yep. And I'd have to have my own freeze-dried food because I can't eat in the cars, dining cars.
That's true. That's true. You could order a vegan meal and hope for the best.
Yeah, but fuck all that bullshit.
If they even got one.
Yeah, yeah. Now, if I was doing that cruise, that fucking train ride all the way out through the coast, right?
Yeah.
You get to California, you know they're gonna have some vegan options when you get out there, right?
Sure. Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that cruise would be awesome, right? You go that southwest, right? Take that route all the way up to fucking California, right? Then back across, go through Colorado and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Just do a triangle across the last 2/3 of the continent.
Yep. See, if little time, I'd look at the fucking taking one to Norfolk, you know, because it runs Norfolk too. You know. But people forget that. But I did check into fucking getting one, you know, taken from here to Chicago, right? I'd have to buy the beer on the fucking train. Because I can't bring I wouldn't have my own sleeper car.
Yeah, can't have that.
It's only like a 4-hour fucking trip. You know?
3-4 hour trip, man. That's like it's at least a 6-beer trip.
Shit. For me? Well, it depends on if I'm feeling good.
Least.
Yeah, at least, yes.
That's
it depends on if I'm not feeling good, that's about a 12-pack trip right there.
I was allowing for you being you.
You know, if I'm feeling good, yeah, 6-pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Fellas. Dumpers talking.
Yelling at somebody.
Oh, they're trying to figure out where they're going to put shit, probably. That's what sucks when you try to do construction. You're living in the house too at the same time.
Yeah, I grew up that way, man. My dad was renovating the house from the moment we moved in when I was 5 to fucking well after I left for the Navy, dude. And it was always in some state of fucking being constructed or whatever.
And that takes a lot longer when you live there. My dad always said this, like when I was building my house. He said, you ain't moving in there until we get everything done to it. On the
Well, you
inside.
gotta haul shit out, and you gotta, put it all back in and clean up. And yeah, it's a huge pain in the ass.
Yep. Which I was going to do that anyways because my best friend in high school, his parents were remodeling their house, right?
Yeah.
For 5 years. That motherfucker was in construction zone for 5 years. Till it took him 5 years to finish it finally. They had the money to do it. It just, because they were trying to do it themselves, right? What the guy was doing, he guy was a good carpenter too.
Sure, yeah.
But he worked at the power plant. He worked 12-hour fucking days sometimes.
Well, my dad was an auto mechanic and he worked long hours, and it was just me and him. Like my mom and my sister never helped, so it was just me and him. So whenever he got, time to do it, he'd rustle me up and we'd go do as much as we could.
Well, I'm glad, like growing up, Dad, when he did construction, right, he did on the side and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved helping him. He paid me $10 an hour. Yeah, when I was in high school.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because
I did it just because I was the boy.
Well, Dad, because I played fucking sports, right? Dad goes, if you're going to play sports, he said, I don't want you to have a job because you won't keep up with your fucking, your schoolwork if you got a job and playing sports too. He said, I know how you are.
Yeah, too much, too much.
He said, you're just going to help me out on these jobs, right? He goes, I'll pay you $10 an hour. Which he had wealthy clients, right?
Okay.
So, and they knew what he was doing, right? He charged a little bit more, but they knew he was paying me good money too.
Right.
And they didn't mind that because we all grew up. I mean, hell, I knew those guys, and they were just down there people. And hell, that's what bought me my first car. And Dad saved half that money every time, right? He'd give me half and saved half for me, right? Put it back. That allowed me to buy my first vehicle. I mean, it was $400, but still. Hey, I didn't give a shit. That car, that was like freedom for me. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, my son Steven is driving around a fucking $200 Mustang, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I got laughed at in high school, right? Because all these rich kids and shit right there, or the kids thought their parents had money. They did. They just lived off, they're just like all kinds of debt, right? I'm like, hey, this motherfucker cost me fucking $3 to fill up, and I get 47 miles of gas, to a tank, to a mile, right? And that was a 3-cylinder carburetor. I'm like, hey,
what was it, a Metro?
It was the Sprint Metro, yes, before it went Geo.
Okay, a little Metro, yeah.
A lot of people
3-cylinder, $50 or 50 miles a gallon, yeah.
Yep,
well, that's about right.
And the fucking football team liked to fuck with me on that car, right?
Oh yeah, they could surround it and pick it up, couldn't they?
Yeah, they did too. They would move it on me. I'm like, motherfuckers. Like, all right, son of bitches. I'll tell you one thing, that motherfucker, and I had fucking guns back there, fucking hunting rifles, fucking fishing gears, I had stink bait in there. I got used to the smell, right? So it didn't bother me. People go, look, oh, that's just a stink bait for catfish.
Remember they said in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? You called my car a piece of shit. I did. But you don't have a car. I know. And because I don't have a car, I have to respect your piece of shit because I don't have a piece of shit of my own.
Yeah. But I didn't give a shit. I mean, I treated that like a little go-kart, man. A little fucking 5-speed, right? I'll tell you one thing. That little son of a bitch for a 3-cylinder has some fucking torque right off the line. You rev it up, right? Rev line that bitch. I mean, yeah, after that, right? It would jump a fucking 5.0 Mustang stock, right? On the jump, right? But after that, once you hit second gear, you was fucked.
Well, the Escort GT used to do the same thing. I think the Escort GT, the 60-foot time was actually better than the GT Mustang of its time. Yeah. But once that torque fucking took over, once you got into second, third gear, it was all over. But that little Escort, it's 60-foot time. It could trounce a fucking Stang.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just say, like, right off the line, right? As long as you get that quick reaction, The little 3-cylinder was actually jumped, but as soon as you hit second, right, you was fucked.
Yeah, I didn't have the horsepower for that.
But I mean, I thought it was cool. I mean, I'd just fuck with these guys that had these fucking Camaros, fucking Mustangs, right? The V8.
Mm-hmm.
Even though those Mustangs and Camaros back then wasn't that fast, right?
We all had 305s.
Yeah. I mean, some had a 350 on the Camaros, not all of them, right?
Well, you had to get up to the IROC.
Yes.
You had to get up to the GTA Trans Am for the Firebirds to get that 350. So yeah, most of them running around were 4 cylinders or fucking 305.
6 cylinders, 305s, and like the Mustangs, the V8s were all 302s, and they wasn't that powerful at all. They were just slow as fuck.
They had decent torque though. They weren't bad.
Yeah.
Better than Chevys, forgot. Yeah, it was better than that 305.
Oh yeah, it was too.
A lot better than that 305.
Yep. Yeah, the Chevrolet should never got rid of the fucking 307. That was better than 305.
Well, I told you that was the one my mom's truck had when my dad and her got married. He gave her his truck, and that was had a 307 in it, and that thing had plenty of fucking power.
But the motor that Chevrolet should have kept making, that I don't know why they discontinued it, the 302.
Oh, I know. That thing could rev to 7,500 RPM, man. That thing was a monster.
That motherfucker put the Ford 302 to fucking shed, just like
the Chev 302 is a fucking beast.
Just like the Ford 427, right, was better than Chevy 427, and that 427 Chevy was good motor too.
Oh yeah, it was a great motor.
But that Ford was even better. So Chevy and Ford had motors just different sizes that were better than one another. Same fucking cubic units and everything.
Well, like a Buick, what was it? A Buick and a Oldsmobile 455 weren't the same fucking motor. They were different bores and strokes.
Yeah.
And Pontiac had a 455 too. So yeah, Olds, Buick, and Pontiac all had 455s, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of them were different.
Yeah.
Well, you had you had the small block 400 that the Chevy had, then you had the big block 400 that the Chrysler had, and then I know that Ford also had a 400. I'm not sure if it was a big or a small block, but they all had their own 400 too.
Well, and the Chevrolet should have never stopped making the Ford 402, the 402 motor. That was in the old fucking shoebox cars.
Okay.
Chevy Novas.
Yep.
Because that car, that motherfucker would go right there. Yeah, so it's like now everybody wants those fucking 383s, right? I'm like, no, get you a fucking something that you don't need to fucking stroke it out.
Well, what kind of 383? Because a Chev 383 is a stroked out 350, but
50, yeah, but they're all stroked out 350s, is what I'm saying.
But a Chrysler 383 is a large block, and it's a de-stroked 440. So it's a big block, but it can rev like a motherfucker.
I always tell people, if you want a fucking small block like old car, 327.
Yeah, you can bore it out to a 3. You can bore it out 30 over to a 331, and that thing screams.
And even the Ford 431, right? The 331 of the Ford,
yeah,
is a fucking killer too, man.
And I think when you stroke it out, you get a 347, if I'm not mistaken, which is...
Well, you can get a 340, you get a 331, and when you stroke out the 302, depends on what you put into it, right? What you stroke it out to.
Well, sure,
there's
different.
You can get the 347 too.
Yeah, the 347 was a standard overstroke, yeah.
But I'll tell you that 347 on the stroked out motor, it will put, if it's built right, it puts that 383 stroke to shame. It does.
A lot of torque.
Yep.
A lot of torque.
So that's why I laugh when people sleep on fucking Ford motors, right? Like the 302, right? If you build it yourself, fuck. So me and Cam always getting arguments about that shit, right? Because he's a Chevy guy, right? I'm more of a Ford guy. He goes, that Coyote motor is fucking junk. I said, no one got one fucking recall. That's fucking too much oil in the fucking thing. That's it.
And I think I've got a 351 Windsor in my truck. And I was looking up stroker kits for it, and I think you can go up to like 421 or 419, 4 something. I mean, you can stroke that out to well over 400 cubes. Now you throw a blower on that, dude.
Yeah. Well, I decided I give that Titan paid off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know this, but you can order a fucking 2-wheel drive Ford truck lowered single cab that looks like a work truck, right?
Yeah.
With a supercharged fucking motor in it.
Can you still get one with the blower?
Can we talk about my stroker kits?
Yes.
You already showed us the toolbox, dude. We know what your stroker kits look like.
It's not a
Yes.
toolbox anymore, damn it. Sucks.
Yes, Mick, you can still order them.
Really?
Supercharged. Yep, you can still
Okay.
order them. And they're a lot cheaper than buying a fucking Mustang or Camaro. A lot cheaper, too.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Because that's a true sleeper, you know.
Tell you, man, when I was working for Nissan back in the day, early mid 2000s,
Yep.
you could get an Xterra or a Frontier with a Root supercharged 3.3 liter V6.
Yeah.
And dude, that thing had stupid fucking torque. I mean,
Yep.
rear wheel drive, stick shift or automatic, and get both. And that thing had a lot of freaking balls, man. And you'd never know from looking at the outside. As long as you took off that badge that said supercharged, you'd never know.
Yep. See, now they're talking about putting the fucking in the fucking Frontier. They're
Yeah.
talking about putting that fucking endurance motor that's like in mine and Pro X Force, the V8, in one of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ain't gonna have no room to work on that fucking motor between those frame rails.
Nope. But it'll fit though.
Oh, it'll fit, but not much room on the sides. If you want to replace an intake manifold, man, you're gonna have a little work ahead of you. Or I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
but they
exhaust
don't
manifold.
shit, they don't different put the because even the fucking new stuff Colorado they're supposed to be bringing back the S10 Chevy is. They're
Yeah.
supposed to have an option with the V8 in it. Supposed to.
And there's a lot. Well, I mean, the 383 stroker swap in an S10 is a pretty popular mod.
Just even the 350 that's not even fucking stroked out there, 383.
Yeah, but it's the same block. So if you're gonna do it, you might as well just go for the 383. Like, it's kind of like a while you're in there kind of thing.
Me, I would put a fucking 327 if I was gonna go old, or it's 5.3 turbo.
Mhm.
Because the 5.3 is basically, I mean, it's a 323, but it's basically the 327 of the future.
It is,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah, the 5.3 is basically the same engine.
Yep.
Yeah, you turbo that thing, modify the valve train to up your RPMs, and yeah, you got a little fucking speed demon.
And really, you don't even have to do that. You can take a junkyard one, just put a single turbo on it, right? And it'll hold it as long as you don't get too crazy with the boost. Put it that way.
Yeah, well, you
You
can
know-
get away with about 12 pounds before you start running into trouble.
Yep. A lot of people, that's why a lot of people love those motors for resto barns, right? That they just want it cheap one, they don't have to rebuild, right? Because I mean, you get the right one, that's bulletproof. And you get the turbo that's fucking cheap. You don't have to get a real expensive turbo for it to work.
No, doesn't have to be crazy. Like
I
I
want to
said,
get an Escort and put a Coyote engine in it.
Yeah, you probably could.
Fucking
an Escort.
just
Well, that's kind of like the.
You will not have no
twist the
fenders.
shit out of it, make it
You would
super
not-
fucking light.
You would not have no fenders. Okay, Coyote motor's pretty wide.
I don't
That
give a
is-
shit.
So
It can stick out a little bit. It's fine. It's what
You know,
2x4s are for.
They
Yep.
kind of did that back in the day. The AMC Gremlin, you could get it
Yeah.
with a 401 fucking big block.
Yeah.
yeah, you could, yeah.
You could.
Those Gremlins were fucking. They were no joke, man. They had
Same
some power to
philosophy,
them.
man.
Yep.
Well, that's why the Gremlins and Javelins, why people love them for race cars. They're so fucking light.
Yeah. You can get some pretty good. The AMC also made a 360, if I'm not mistaken, too. So you can get one with a 360, a 401. Like, you can get those things with some pretty decent motors.
I just want the fucking Pacer, right? Wayne's World with the fucking V8 in it. That's what I want.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking stupid.
It's just sad that today's cars like suck so bad that an AMC Pacer actually looks kind of cool by comparison.
Even the fucking Pinto looks cooler than what some of these cars look like now.
Well, they turn them all into they all look like Transformers now, and it's like
Yeah.
enough with that look.
Dude, I wish they would retro mod the fucking Pinto, man. You know, redo it, the styling, right? But make it,
Without the exploding gas tanks.
yes, but make it like the new styling, but make it look like it belongs. Put it that way.
Well, yeah. Modernize it a little bit.
Kind of like they're doing with the Chevelle, too. Just like that.
Are they finally doing that?
Chevy's supposed to be, but there's been a company out there that's been doing it before Chevy even thought of it.
Fuck Chevy.
The thing is like 165 grand though.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
for a,
but that's a private company that's doing it. Kind of like fucking, it's like people like Hennessy Shelby, right? That's why it's so fucking expensive.
Well, Shelby is expensive because he proved himself.
Yep.
And the name holds its fucking weight.
Guess who's going back to fucking Le Mans with the Coyote?
Yep.
Ford is.
I know.
And a hypercar of all the things, a hypercar.
I
Naturally
know.
aspirated fucking Coyote.
It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yes.
I love it. I love it that Ford is like, fuck all you supercars, all you fucking foreign fucking built shit.
Yep.
Here's an American car that'll fucking keep up with your asses.
And
They might not win, but they'll keep up with them for sure.
Well, you give Ford a couple times, right? Like Shelby, they had a couple tries, right? They'll get dialed in.
Fuck yeah, they will. That's why Ford is going into Formula One.
Yes,
They're
yes.
making engines. They are making engines for the Red Bull teams now.
Yeah.
They were fucking strictly Honda. And now that Cadillac is fucking dipping their toes and getting a team for fucking Formula One, Ford's like, okay, bet. We're going to throw fucking engines out there. You know what it is? They're giving it to the best team on the fucking grid to put those fucking engines to the test. Then what you're going to see is in like probably 4 or 5 years, there's going to be Ford fucking vehicles on that fucking track. I'm telling you.
Well, like right now, they're not going to be in Le Mans till 2027, right? But they're in the UK. But they're in the UK right now. The same Texas facility that Shelby had access to, right? Same builders, same company.
Yeah, they're running them right now. So when they release something like, hey, we're going to be in the Le Mans, they're 2 years planning. Like they've already been working on it probably for the last year. And then they release that they're going to do it the next year. So like they have 2 years to build that car the way that they need it built. And that's the thing is people don't realize that Ford, like, yeah, it's the first fucking vehicle and it created the fucking assembly line and all that. But what they don't realize is to this day, they still hold more new patents than any other vehicle manufacturer. Like, that is a fucking accomplishment for a fucking car that, you know, you have all these other supercars and other these manufacturers that the reason being is they make so many limited runs of cars. They don't really patent shit because guess what? There's only fucking 10 of these cars. There's no like competition on it. And so Ford, they've dipped their toes in every fucking sport out there for motors, like engines. You know, they've put some fucking shit out there that is crazy when you can take a Ford motor up against Lamborghinis and fucking Porsches and all these other fucking, you know, Jaguar, all and now honestly, Jaguar is a fucking Ford engine. That's a Ford fucking car. Those Jaguar engines are Ford engines, basically. They make them.
And Ferrari almost came Ford too at one point.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you remember the old Di Tommaso Pantera? That was a 351 Cleveland fucking Ford engine in there.
Yep. People don't realize that Ford, they talk shit about Ford found on road dead, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's because there's so many cars out there. If you just take the pure numbers, right, you're going to see more broke down because there's more on the fucking road. You know? It's going to happen. But the thing is Ford, and I love this about Ford, they were the only manufacturer in America that didn't take the bailout when they had all those fucking major problems. Everybody took the bailout except for Ford.
That's true.
And now the GM brand, which is Chevy, Jeep, Dodge, fucking Cadillac, all these fucking manufacturers using the same piece of shit fucking engine. That 3.6 fucking piece of shit engine. And they're having to replace fucking engines left and right. Yes, Ford had some fucking problems with the 3.5 EcoBoost.
Yep.
But the thing is they did come up with a fix on them. It's just, is it inconvenient? Yeah. Because when you mass produce something, you're going to have fucking problems. But I am super excited to see this fucking Ford engine in Formula One next year.
Yep.
I think it's going to, or this year, I think it's going to be fucking amazing.
Well, yeah, Formula One this year, but Le Mans in 2027.
Yep. Formula One this year. All four Red Bull cars. You have the RB and then the Oracle Racing. Those four fucking Red Bulls are the only ones with Ford engines. Everybody, and see, that's the thing is Mercedes, the Mercedes power plant is in like, it was in at one point, it was in like 60% of the cars on the grid because Mercedes fucking, they did some shit to where it was super like efficient with the hybrid system. But now they've changed the hybrid system and it's like a true 50-50 split between the internal combustion and the hybrid system this year. They've made it more balanced 50-50 because last year it wasn't as balanced. And this year they put out some strict requirements. It has to be this. And so the Mercedes engines, though, like 60% of the grid was running Mercedes engines. It's like, what the fuck? You know, you have fucking other manufacturers that could make their own engines and they're not. They'd rather buy Mercedes and run Mercedes.
Well, that's kind of the reason why that for a long time, Lamborghini and Rolls-Royce, for years, they were running Maybach fucking V8s.
Yep. Yeah, it's cool, but I cannot wait to see Ford. I hope that Verstappen tears up the fucking track with a Ford engine. I would be so fucking happy.
Like,
I know there's gonna be hiccups though.
Like last time, me and Cam had a big debate about fucking Chevy and Ford, right? He's like, the interior of Ford's junk. I said, no, it ain't. I said, I've had Ford's new ones. I said, you know, especially he's like, well, every Ford older I've seen, their vents broke on the passenger side. I said, because whoever's fucking turned it is fucking being rough with it. I said, I had a 2006 Ford that I bought brand new, you know, F-150. That bucket interior looked the same as I did when I bought brand new when I sold it to my stepson in 2020.
Yeah, I got an 08 Ford Edge right now. My interior is just fucking fine.
Yeah. You know, he got all the Coyote. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with that Coyote. It doesn't have a recall. Yeah, but it's about too much oil consumption. That's it. That's an easy fix.
Those Coyotes are fucking nuts.
Yeah. And he goes,
I love it.
Well, he said, these guys can't even pull campers with them. I said, because first of all, I said, first of all, that Coyote motor, stock, and an F-150, or that will pull a fucking gooseneck fucking trailer. I've seen guys do it here in Missouri. Fully loaded force trailer.
In the new Mustang GT, that Coyote motor is running 465 horsepower naturally aspirated.
Yeah. Well, the trucks, they're running fucking 425 in the trucks.
Yeah, they got it tuned for more torque, less horsepower.
Yeah.
In a truck, but yeah. Same level of capability, yeah. They're probably running more around 500 foot-pounds of torque or more.
The only bad thing on the new on the Coyotes, right? Especially I don't know about the Mustangs, right? But I've test drove when they first put the Coyote in the F-150s, right? You had the motherfucker would shut off at the fucking stoplight, right? That's the only problem I didn't like with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit with it. Yeah, I don't like that technology.
Yep.
It's so stupid.
I know. Just keep the fucking thing running. You're not saving that much more gas or emissions.
Well, and you have to have a separate battery for it.
Well, and you're wearing out your fucking starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra wear and tear on the starter, which is more expensive. Another battery that's typically in the trunk. You know, it's like, why? Why the fuck do you want to do that? It's wear and tear on all the shit. So stupid. That's why I want to go
emissions.
With a diesel. That's why I want to go with a diesel truck with no DEF. Get no DEF system. I'm going to order it without DEF.
Or just buy yourself a 1996 12 valve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All mechanical, baby.
Yeah.
That's like when I was looking to get another vehicle. Once I got my increase for disability, you know, I was looking at Ford because I wanted that Coyote, that F-150, right? They didn't have none brand new. They had used ones. Okay. 120,000 miles, they still want 40,000 for them. I was like, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
I said, ain't happened. And then I see it on the lot. I said, ooh, they got the fucking Titan I've always wanted. The fucking Platinum, right? The high fucking end one, right?
I remember prepping those when they were new, man. Those Titans are no fucking joke.
And I said, how much is that one? How many miles on it? You know, he goes, well, we got it listed at 38. I said, let's go. Give me the keys. He gave me the keys. 57,000 miles on that motherfucker. 2017.
Okay, now we're talking.
He said, do you need a test drive it? I said, I just want to hear it start. I said, I test drove it to make sure there's nothing wrong with the suspension, right? Fuel steering.
Yeah.
And the full drive worked, right? I said, done. Go write the fucking paperwork up. She said, really? I said, yeah. Go write the paperwork up.
What color did you get?
I got blue.
Okay. Yeah.
Those Titans used to have a problem with the fucking differential.
They don't anymore. That was like the
No, I know.
2015s. Yeah, the older ones did, yes.
Yeah, they had major fucking problems with those fucking differentials. Those the motherfuckers had to be swapped out.
But people don't realize, just like any truck, right? Like Ford, you got the XL, XLT, right? The XL is not going to be on paper, can't pull as much, right, as the XLT or haul as much on paper. Same way with the Titans. The Pro X4 and the Platinum Reserved, they, besides the XT one, their 3/4 ton truck, they haul the most of all the half tons of their models. You know?
Yeah.
And that interior, man, I got that motherfucker. I mean, it's nice. That's why I got it.
That's what I loved about the fucking Titan is you driving it, man, you could just spread all the way out. There is so much interior to that thing.
Especially if you're in the back, right? It's kind of like the Ford, you know, the quad cab of the Ford, right? They're just as big spaces in the back, too.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Ford. I looked at Dodge before I bought my Ford.
Yep.
Just
Dodge
to
is
look,
small.
And Chevy, their fucking interiors were so small compared to fucking Ford F-150 Super Crew cabs.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, I loved how big my fucking cab was.
Yep.
I could fit so much shit in there.
And the thing is, the
I could have an
beds,
orgy in that bitch.
and those beds were still the 5.5 beds, all those fucking Chevys and Dodges, too. They weren't 6-foot beds either.
Yeah. Yeah, you could put like 3 or 4 hookers in there easily.
Yeah. But
whether or not they're alive is questionable, but it's fine.
well, and the Titan, they come with Rockford Fosgate fucking sound system stock.
Yeah.
You know, so if you got you got everything fucking balanced right and the settings right, that motherfucker will thump for a fucking stock system.
Yeah.
You know, which River likes when we take the truck. He's like, Dad, turn the music up. I'm like, no, I'll do it on the way home, not going to the store. I said, I'll get dizzy going home. That's one thing. I don't want to be dizzy going to the store. They have to drive back dizzy or be at the store fucking dizzy. Oh, just tell me, yeah, that motherfucker is like, Calf thinks his Tundra's fast, right? It ain't, I mean, it's fast, but it ain't that fast off the line. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Oh man, I am fucking my neck.
Thought you went and got popped.
I did. I did. I just a little sore from fucking, getting popped.
So far, I'm doing good. No neck problems with working out today. So far.
That's good.
But I didn't overdo it tomorrow. I'm going to test it out a little bit more because I got to do the fucking shoulders, right? Tomorrow. So I always do back and buys the same day. You know.
Yeah. So I told you I was going to run 6 miles tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then Landon canceled on racquetball today and wants to play tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck. Because I'm like mentally prepared to run 6 miles tomorrow.
Ugh.
So I'm going to run fucking 6 miles tomorrow morning. And then when he gets out of school, I'm going to go play racquetball. And I'm probably going to be fucking dying.
Yes, you will.
Which is all right. It's absolutely okay. Because you know what? I get to spend time with him and it's not even my time. And on the 22nd, I have a fucking Iron T, which is like Top Golf, Wounded Warrior thing. So I'll be playing golf, swinging, and all that. That's gonna hurt. And then fucking on the 24th is the bull riding, professional bull riding. So it'll be a good time.
All right, I'll just read a post. All the while, I still get the fucking feeds for Alpha Gale Kitchen, right? Since I'm not part of that group no more, right?
Yeah.
Someone goes, if you're craving steak and shake pork chops, You could just coat boneless chicken thighs with the pork seasoning, shake and bake. They're fucking stupid. I said, you can just. I might just join back against like, just make your own fucking bread, people. It ain't that hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Just let them do their thing. Fuck it.
I did. That's why I got off there, because those motherfuckers are just stupid. They think everything is alpha gal when they got other things wrong with them. You know, like one person was, I can't have wheat. He goes, that's alpha gal. I said, no, it's not alpha gal. That's a different allergy, people.
That's celiac.
So you need to fucking learn that out. Everything's alpha gal, too.
Yeah, I always throw up whenever I drink a fifth of tequila in an hour. It must be fucking alpha gal.
You're allergic.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I'm like, the alpha gal, what it does is, right, if you got something underlining like I did, like with the neck and the vertigo, right, it makes all that shit come out at one time. So it does. You know, so the way it makes it good, people know what the hell they're allergic to now, other than just mammal meat. You know? But I had to leave that fucking group. I'm like, these motherfuckers stupid.
Yeah, you run into those, man.
Well, I guess if I would have had that or seen that when I was fucking just got diagnosed, might not think that way.
Yeah.
But I learned all that shit on my own. You know, trial fucking error. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, groups are always a bit of a problem because you've always got the ultra purists also, man. Like when I was in a carnivore group,
yeah,
you know, you'd have those motherfuckers that are like, hey, I like a little, you know, it isn't strictly carnivore, but I like a little mushroom and onion with my steak. You know, I'm like 95% carnivore, but I do like this. And some people would say, well, then you're not carnivore at all. And then some motherfuckers would be like, yeah, I'm on the lion diet, just beef and salt, nothing else. And that's the only way you're truly eating carnivore. It's like, you motherfuckers are completely missing the point, aren't you?
How about you do what you want?
Well, think about when people say what our ancestors, right, did that type of diet, right? Guess what? They had hunters and gatherers. The hunters brought the meat. The gatherers went and got like the wild onions, shit like that.
No.
You know, so they was eating that shit back then too. So
they were eating whatever the fuck they could find to not die.
Yeah, yeah. So when people say, I would be like, no, what, motherfucker? You think our ancestors did eat shit like this? Because they did. Once they figured out that it tastes good together. You know?
Right.
But yeah,
I mean,
like
like the Irish, you know, if you've got a potato and onion soup, you're not going to die that week. Doesn't matter if you got squirrel or rabbit or beef or fucking venison or not. And if you got a fucking root vegetable freaking stew, you're gonna live for another little while.
Yep.
Now, would they have preferred meat? Yeah, but vegetables kept a lot of humans from dying.
Yep. That's like,
yeah.
That's like now doctors, like me and my brother talked about this the other night. He goes, yeah, I can't really have potatoes, doctor, because I'm diabetic. I said, you can still have potatoes if you cook them the right way. If you don't want to deep fry them, motherfucker, you know,
bake them.
I said, put a motherfucking smoker like I do.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
Bake and smoke it, same thing, basically.
Yeah.
As far as the heat application is concerned.
I said, really, you can wash all that starch, majority of that starch off, right? Put it in the fridge overnight, right? It's not going to be as starchy when you do that.
That's true. It's the reason why you're supposed to rinse out your French fries after you cut them until that water runs clear to get all the fucking starch out of it.
Yep.
But like French fries too, I'd use this little trick sometimes.
Vinegar.
I will coat them with fucking cornstarch, then put them in the fridge and chill the motherfuckers for a while. You know, because it gets that little crispy exterior going with them.
Sure, like a Rally's fry.
You're supposed to put them in vinegar, you know, soak them in vinegar and water, and then dry them out really good.
Yeah.
Like dry them out really good before you fucking fry them, so that way it gets nice and crispy. But yeah, you can do cornstarch in flour.
But even with cornstarch, right? Even when I do it cornstarch, I still do a double fry on the bitches every time.
Absolutely. You should always do a double fry on fries.
Yeah. So, you know, like
just saying.
Yeah. To see, like most people don't realize you can do it double fry at 350 and then bump it up to 375 if you want. Or if you want to go 330, you can do that first fry at 330 too. You know, that's like when you do like duck fat, right? Which I need to order some more duck fat because I'm gonna do that. You know, get it about 200 degrees, call out cold 50, right? Then take them out, let them drain, right? Then heat that oil back up. Then about 350, 375, drop them back in there.
Yep, that's what I do when I double fry.
Yeah.
Just about boiling and then proper fry temperature.
Yeah, but the duck fat, I'm gonna do that shit outside because that mold, that fucking flash point, got 400 on that. Put it that way.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
That's a little low.
Yep. But I never go above 375 because once you put especially if they're cold, right, it's gonna drop down 350 right there.
Yeah, well, that's one of the biggest problems I've had with deep frying is getting the amount of food to oil temperature correct to where it doesn't drop down too much.
Yep.
Because then you just lose all your fucking crispness because the fucking oil gets too cool.
Yep. That's like those onion rings I made. I had made beer batter that some of them I did. It was still the same beer batter, right? But I just rolled them in fucking panko, right? Seasoned panko.
Yeah.
The panko ones are 10 times crunchier. The other ones were crunchier. I don't get me wrong, right? It was. But the panko ones made it even better. That beer batter even better.
Mm.
You know,
yeah, too much batter, not for me.
Oh, someone said that too. I'm like, maybe for you, but not for me.
Yeah,
you know,
I read that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, fucking people. I'm like, also, what are you thinking? You want your fucking breading falling off? Yeah,
you make it thick. You make it thick and you cake it on.
That's why it's called beer batter. You know, for a reason.
No.
Yeah. But I know what I was fucking up, Mick, on that one. The reason why I had some blow out on me in the past because I did not coat them just as regular onions in fucking flour first.
Well, yeah, it gives the batter something to stick to. Yeah.
Yeah. That was my own mistake. I was not doing that step right there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll still taste plenty good, but the batter will fall off. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you'll have some that'll stick, some that won't, right?
Yeah.
You know. But I got that dialed in now. But the next day, they're just like any onion ring, but they're gonna get soggy next day. And you put them in the fridge.
Onion rings don't really work next day. No.
Yeah.
You can air fry them and bring them back a little bit, but they ain't gonna be the same.
I mean, I still eat them. I just throw them in the micro. I'm like, still gonna be a little soggy. I said, fuck it, I'll put them on top of a sandwich, right?
Oh, tastes good.
You ever try air frying them?
Yeah, there's like Mick said, they still a little soggy, even with air frying.
Yeah, even if you air fry them, they're not quite the same as they were. They're good, but they're still, like Gilly said, there's still a little too much sog.
Well, same way with French fries, tater tots, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, same way. You know,
the only thing that I know that if you air fry it, it tastes better sometimes is like the tacos that we used to make. The tacos. Yes.
Yeah, the core tacos, the fucking flour tacos, right?
Well, when we made the ground beef tacos, it was a flour tortilla, but it was more like a soft taco from Taco Bell, right?
Yeah.
So because it had tomato and lettuce and all that stuff in it, I wouldn't air fry it.
I would.
But the birria, because when we make the birria, we put the onions and the cilantro in it and we cook it, and then all the juices just get sucked in and stay in. When you air fry it, dude, it rejuices everything and it's not soggy. It's great.
See, that's why, Rocky, when I make tacos, right, like flour, right?
Yeah.
I just put the meat and cheese in there to pan fry, right? If people want other shit in it, they can put their own shit because I want to reheat them next day.
Yeah.
You know. Because I just like fucking mine with ketchup or barbecue sauce. You know, that's it. Which for long, I'm gonna get this motherfucker going right here. Open this meat slicer up. Try that bitch out right there.
Oh, you got that thing, huh?
Oh, I've had it, yeah.
Okay.
I've already had a dehydrator going today. Just make sure it didn't have, something burn off, right? Make sure it didn't smoke when you put your food in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, this came in the other day, yeah. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: if that motherfucker works, the way it's supposed to, right? Dude, I'll never use my fucking manual, my deli slicer ever again for ostrich steak, right? Because you got to do that fucking frozen.
Yeah, I keep my beef kind of in a a plastic state. You know, when I go to cut my jerky, I'll put it up. I'll get it, you know, to where it's the right slicing size.
Yeah.
Goes up in the freezer, and when the exterior feels like a hard plastic, that's when you know you're ready.
Nope. But this one, I'll see the videos on this one, right? Use fresh shit right there. Just put it. It comes out.
Really?
Yeah. You can do like beef tartare if you slice it one way, then turn it the other way, then slice kind of like beef tartare style.
Yeah, it didn't look very big.
No, it's not. But the ostrich steaks ain't very big. That's the thing.
Is it like a stationary where you run meat through it like a normal slicer?
No, I mean it'll connect. Here, let me get it broke out. Where's the fuck my knife at? It hooks. It goes on your table, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like the big deli one. Put it that way.
Well, I ain't got one of them big deli ones. Mine's only about like 6-8 inch blade, something like that. Not very big. You
Yeah,
muted, Thumper.
They make my deli slicer is one of the big ones. Put it that way. So,
You were
what I
saying
have.
something. We didn't hear
Yeah,
you.
I know. I was muted. I said I'm thinking about getting the slicer like he has because I have a deli slicer, and to clean that thing, it's a pain in the fucking ass all the
Yeah.
time.
It is. Yeah.
And I have a cheap one, so it doesn't want to fucking like the slide. It gets stuck sometimes, and it just I don't know. I need a good deli slicer, but if this works better, then maybe I'll just get this.
I'm gonna try it out because I don't like having the fucking sliced meat fucking frozen. I do not.
It's pain. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I have to, like I said, I got to slice mine about half frozen, and
Yeah.
it's just more time added to what you got to do.
Man, this actually comes with a sharpener too, man. For the shit too.
Oh, okay. So, I see what that is now. Okay, so it's a manual.
Yeah, but this
It's like
is
a giant fucking cheese slicer, except for meat.
yeah. But the thing is, you got this in here, right? Yeah, it's manual. Yeah, but you break this out, right? Then you can do like put the meat in there, right?
Yeah.
So my ostrich steaks will fit perfectly there, or you can just chunk up your meat, put it in there, right? And then you hook it. And this bitch will hook to your table too, right? Because it's almost see how the suction works on, right? And then you just fucking run it down here, Mick, right here.
Can't quite see it.
Oh, sorry. They just push it down.
Okay, so basically it's like a weapons grade mandolin.
Pretty much, yeah. But I'm gonna try it out, and it's easy. They're easy to clean, everything, man.
Yeah, let us know how that turns out, man. I'm curious about that.
I'm gonna see how to get the bigger slices because see, I don't see no adjustment on it, but it says once for all. I've been looking up for years, right? I'm like, nah, that can't work very good, right? But I said, fuck, I'm gonna try it. All right. Yeah, just throw that bitch in. It comes with a sharpener too, man. Fucking sharpen the fucking blades. Yep. Yeah, no shit. Never put your fingers beneath the blade or slice it. No shit.
No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, right.
All right. You see here. I'll just look it up real quick. All right.
Right.
Yeah, see, it says here, Mick, you got to cut it appropriate sizes, right? You don't want to overload it. Put it that away.
Right.
Because you want to be able to guide it too. Which my ostrich steaks would be fucking perfect for that, though. So I ain't gonna do it with potatoes. I like the mandolin too, though. So I'm just gonna use this for meat, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since the fucking they ain't selling the emu and ostrich meat without the fucking duck fat already added to it. You know, so yeah, because it's fucking. Let me see if it works. Suction. It's supposed to use suction to hold down the table. Well, it's good enough. Put it that way. I mean,
Yeah.
you can still pull it off, but but that's why you got a little handle right there to fucking. It just starts solid.
Do not want.
Looks promising.
Yeah.
I don't want him.
Now, if you want like long strips of shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't what you want, but if you don't mind to be a little shorter strips, right? Fuck it, who cares?
Tool for every job and such.
Yeah. Now if you ain't got time to put it in the freezer, right? You got fresh shit, guess what? But I like it because you can do so much like skirt steaks, right? Or anything. Fucking slice it real thin, right? You got your stir fry meat right there.
Or carne asada.
Yeah, carne asada, fucking beef bouillon. I know I'm saying it wrong. Beef bouillon, Korean.
Bulgogi, the Korean, yeah.
Yeah, because that's sliced thin too.
Or jerky. That's about jerky thickness.
Yeah. And it cooks fast like that too. It still comes out tender because it's sliced really thin.
Mm-hmm.
So hell yeah.
That's one of the beautiful things about it, man. I got a carbon steel wok, and yeah, you get some nice thin shaved beef in there, man.
Yeah.
Cook your vegetables first, get your vegetable stuff, throw the meat in. By the time the meat's cooked, everything's done. It takes about 5 minutes.
Yep. Any wok is good like that.
Well,
would be cast iron, carbon steel,
even them self-heating electric ones work pretty well.
Yeah. I've used those in the past, yeah. I have.
Yeah, they ain't too bad.
Yeah. But not a lot of people like having electric fucking skillets.
Well, I know. I don't either. That's why I don't have one. I'm just saying I've used them and they work reasonably well.
Yep. I will say this: if this thing works like a video show, it's probably the best $39 I've ever spent.
Yeah, definitely, man. Ribbon some of that shit up and show us, dude.
Oh, trust me, I will. But hell yes. Because that steak's already thawed out. Been thawed out since yesterday, so it's ready to get sliced up.
Yeah, I got a flank all thawed out right now. I'm going to grill when I'm done with this.
Steak. Beef.
Oh, look, a kitty.
Fuck,
I know.
Well, at least it's not showing its asshole like it always does.
That's true.
I know.
That's true.
I know. She's such a butthead, dude, but all she does all day is stare at me.
Because she's thinking about killing you, Rocky. That's what she's thinking about doing.
She's trying to figure out what she's gonna fucking eat first when you die.
I got a meme of a cat. I got a friend that really likes cats, and so I sent her this meme. And it shows a picture of a guy looking at his cat, and it says, "Thank you for changing my life." And the cat says, "Shut up and feed me, you fucking can opener."
Hey, if cats could talk, that's probably what they would say.
Oh, we all know that. Whether you like cats or not, we know they're assholes.
That cat's probably just waiting to figure out when you're gonna fucking die so it can fucking eat you.
Well, yeah, they go from the fingers and they work their way in.
Yep.
Fingers and toes.
Well,
Fingers, toes, and nose.
Yeah,
and since Rocky,
love that.
and since Rocky's not as skinny as what he once was, right? They're thinking a buffet. The big old legs like a turkey leg, right?
That cat might just fucking tunnel. Yeah. Get down to that fat layer.
Like a fucking coyote where they eat the assholes and stomachs first.
Exactly.
Yep. Rocky's going to be found on the floor. His asshole and his stomachs are gone. Stomach's gone. Yep.
If I'm dead, it don't matter, dude.
With a fucking 10-pound cat laying there.
It does to the fucking people that have to fucking deal with you.
Well, Nick, you said 10-pound cat. He's already got a 10-pound cat. Probably bigger than that, ain't it, Rocky? One of them?
Oh, freaking
that one.
Not that one.
Fat as fuck.
Twitch was bigger than like he was huge, and we've put him on a diet. He's lost maybe 10 pounds.
But how big was he? What did he weigh? We was out there in North Carolina this summer. He was fat fit.
I don't know, maybe 30 pounds, 28 pounds.
Make that cat will look like fucking Garfield in a way.
Holy crap!
You remember how fat Garfield was at Heathcliff, right?
Yeah.
That's what that cat body is.
When Heidi got that cat, he got it with this one, right? Lola, the freaking butt face right here.
Yeah.
And they had another cat with them that was called Garfield, and he was a big, fat, orange and black cat, just like Garfield.
Dude, a 30-pound cat is damn near edible.
You could eat a lot of tacos with that cat. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. You're getting,
Heidi's got her earbuds and not even listening to what we're saying.
No,
It's probably the
she's
best.
on.
It's probably the best.
She's on Facebook.
But she's used to it. She's used to how we talk about cats, so she's used to it by now.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are terrible.
And I love cats. I'm so terrible.
Thumper's the worst one off about cats of all of us. Thumper is.
Well, I mean, I think cat.
I'll hurt
I
your
think he
fucking
has a
feelings
point in
about
not
your
liking
goddamn
cats.
cats.
What?
I'll hurt your feelings about goddamn cats.
You're not going
You
to hurt
love
my
your
feelings
cats,
about
don't
cats.
fucking talk to me because I'll hurt your feelings.
Shit, the reason why Rocky's got him because he gave in to his wife.
Pussy begets more pussy.
But I
I'm
mean,
a pussy right now.
I'd be like, you bring a fucking cat home, you're gonna sleep with it outside. You ain't fucking coming in my house.
well, Thumper, that's probably one of the reasons why me and you have been divorced.
None of my only one wife had a fucking cat, and that dumb bitch left it with me when we fucking got a divorce.
Ooh.
She went
That's
back to
dirty.
Washington State. She went back to Washington State and left her fucking cat with me. And I was like, what in the fuck do you think you're doing? I was like, one of two things is going to happen to this fucking cat. It's going to get killed or it's going to get given away. And she's like, we'll give it away. And you shouldn't have left it with me. It's my choice now. And I did give it away, but I didn't tell her. She kept asking what I did with her cat. And I go, I'm not telling you. Now you're going to have to fucking wonder for the rest of your life what I did with your fucking cat.
Nice.
And she was like, that's fucking bullshit. And I said, well, you shouldn't have fucking left it with me. Let your imagination
Well
go
executed.
wild.
Well executed.
Yep.
Well done. Played, sir. Well played.
I don't fuck around. You're gonna leave your fucking cat with me? You're gonna never know
What year was that? Was that the year like 2001 or 2 or something?
That was 06 when I got divorced.
It was FAFO 2006 for her.
Yep. Yep.
And it's been 20 years and she still don't know.
She still has no fucking clue.
You're like,
yeah, she still has no fucking clue.
Make your own villain laugh up, but you know.
Yep.
A good villain
because
laugh.
I have one cousin that still is like friends with her on Facebook. I don't know why, but I don't talk to that cousin. So that cousin can't tell her that her cat was given away and not killed.
Well, she's gonna know now. If she runs across this one right here, she's gonna know.
She ain't running across our fucking.
What are the chances of her watching this show? You know,
You never know, man. Never know.
I don't know.
Because I can't see who all subscribes to us. I can see ones that they have a public profile, right? But if their profile ain't public, guess what? We can't see who it is.
Well, my cousin, I don't even talk to my fucking cousin that is friends with my first wife on Facebook. I don't know why you'd be friends with my fucking first wife. You weren't even friends with her when we were married. Like, what the fuck?
They won't talk shit about you. That's why.
I think I did fuck up the other night, though. I was on a fucking dating app, right? And I was just swiping. And I think I swiped on an ex-girlfriend that I kicked out of my house when I was down in Fletsy.
That's funny, dude.
She was married though. I don't know if it was her or not. It looked kind of like her, but I swiped way too fast. And I was like, oh fuck, was that her? And I can't go back and look, obviously.
Not until they like you.
Right?
Yep.
But yeah, I dated her between my second wife, well, technically my second wife and a girlfriend. So I got a divorce. I dated for a little bit, broke up with her, and then I dated this girl. for about a year and then kicked her ass out while I was down at Fletsy and then met Krista. So she was like in between two relationships and Krista. And I was like, fuck, I hope that wasn't her because that was not a good fucking breakup. She was not happy that she had my disability, my back pay spent before I even fucking applied for that shit.
Oof.
Like,
yeah.
she was like,
Deal breaker.
She was like, I have all these student loans and all this at St. Ambrose. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You ain't using my money.
Like,
Like,
the fuck's that your problem?
That's student loans from before I even fucking met your ass. Like, I'm not paying for those.
Why do you think I waited to get my go for my disability increase through the VA until I got divorced?
Yeah, well, my dumbass did it when I got fucking married. But you know what? It worked out because she didn't get none of that shit. Yep.
Which makes why I wouldn't, because we didn't have a joint checking account, right? Because I kept my disability money set a separate account that she could not touch because her name was not on it in the bank. But she tried one time. She was in Jeff City. She went to the bank. She was, well, I'm his wife, blah, blah. They said, you can't get none of that money out of account because you're not on it.
No.
She can't get it anyways because, like, it's protected. Like, she could, she could withdraw it and use it, but
the bank would not let her withdraw it without my permission.
Well, no, because if what I'm saying is, if you guys had a joint account, she could just blow it. Yeah.
That's why I kept everything separate right there. You know, even my brother, he's been married since he's been married for 20 years. He got married in 2005. So 21 years now he's been married. And they even got separate accounts. You know, he makes the most money. He pays the big bills. She takes care of all the other little stuff. You know?
It's like, I'm to the point where it's like, they're going to fucking work. They're going to prove to me that they're, you know what I mean? They're going to have to prove themselves to me when it comes to that.
Yep.
Well, when I was dating Charlene, man, one of the nicest things was, when I got her number and got to meeting her and hanging out with her, right? She had her own car, paid up. She had a job. She was paying for her own gas, her own insurance. And the entire time we're dating, she got flat-footed one time and she asked me for $20 for, I don't know, gas or fucking something. But that was like one time she's like, hey, could I get $20 from you? And I was like, yeah, cool, no problem. That was it, though. She was perfectly capable of not leeching off of me.
Yep. I was dating this one girl one time. This been years ago, right? She got ran to a pit. She needed somebody to help her get by, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you going to do for that money? What do you mean? I said, you're asking for $60 tie over to payday, right? I said, we're gonna get a little freaky tonight. She said, what do you mean? I said, look, either way, no matter if you're dating or fucking married or getting a prostitute, you're still paying for sex. Either way.
Fuck yeah. And most wives cost way more than a hooker does.
I said, so if you're asking me for this much money, we're gonna get a little fucking freaky. We're gonna fuck tonight.
Freaky DK.
I said, no fucky, no buddy.
And the thing is, if you wanna keep them good looking as they get older, you got to spend more because them fucking creams and exfoliators and shit that keep them all young looking, man, that shit is not cheap.
Nope, you bust on their face, rub it in.
All that good food. I'm sure you said that, but all that fucking top quality food, all that top quality fucking skincare shit, man, it is not cheap.
Yeah, but that shit really don't work because once they take all that makeup off, right, somebody's still ugly as hell.
No. I didn't say makeup. The girl hardly wears any makeup. I'm talking about the stuff that preserves the skin and keeps everything moisturized and,
That's called cum.
Yes, I know. I'm buying very expensive cum is what I'm doing.
I refuse. So I've had 2 out of 3 wives that didn't like giving head. I refuse to get into a relationship with a chick that does not like giving head. Not doing it anymore.
I would never have done that. No.
Not doing it anymore.
That is a fucking deal breaker.
They played the game. I'll give you head, but I'm not going to finish you off that way, and I'll finish you off. No more. Nope, you're choking that shit down. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm done.
that has always been one of my fucking deal breakers, right?
Yep.
They will not fucking swallow. Nope.
No.
They have to.
I'm gonna fucking nut in your mouth. I'm gonna punch you in the back of the head. I'm gonna knock it out of your nostrils and call you the fucking angry dragon, dude. That's it.
Because
like I don't give a fuck.
Because women, I said, think about it this way, girl. I told her, I said, look, think of it this way, right? I said, you want me to eat your pussy till you come, right? She was, well, yeah. I said, guess what? Men want the same thing with a blowjob.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. There's gonna be a fucking angry dragon in somebody's future. I'm telling you.
I said, guess what? You don't give no head. I don't eat pussy. Play it simple.
You know, women are bitching now because a lot of younger men don't eat pussy anymore.
No.
And that's like a thing. That's like a big thing now. And I'm like, yeah.
That's why I like a lot of black girls. They like us white boys. Because at that time, a lot of black guys didn't like eating pussy.
That's because most black guys were on the down low banging each other in the ass because of prison.
Or some of them, not all of them, right? Since they got a little bigger lips than some of us do, right?
Rocky's worried we're crossing some lines here.
You about to cross some motherfucking line.
I just see him shaking his head, and he's like, he's probably watching the viewership drop off as we're fucking talking.
We had 5 people watching at one time.
But Rocky, if you noticed, the most views of all the ones we've had, right, except for 4th of July, right? When we start talking like this, right, that's when we start getting the people start watching us.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious, actually.
Yeah. Now, if they're truly, you're like, I mean, like devoted to be a Christian, right? Yeah, they ain't gonna like what we're talking about, right? If they don't think that way, right? Because a lot of people grew up like that, right? Grew up in the church, right? You know those type of people, Rocky.
Yeah.
You know, there's some people.
The thing is, like, even with Christians, you don't think they have dark thoughts and evil thoughts?
They all do. It's like I was at not last year because I didn't go to my grandpa's birthday last year because I wouldn't feel good, but the year before, I was at my grandpa's birthday party, and I wouldn't even think about talking, right? I started dropping the F-bomb, right? And Papa goes, now, Jason, you can't say that with a preacher here. I said, Papa, I said, you of all people can't say shit about fucking cussing. I said, you might not do it now, but you was younger, you cussed all the damn time. Then one of my aunts that married my uncle, she goes, I don't like that F word. I said, I don't give a fuck. You know, I said, don't listen to it. Because she was a fucking whore, right? When she was younger. She was. Because she dated my Uncle Alex, right? And then married my Uncle Kenny, the brothers. You know?
My gosh.
Yeah. And now she wants to act like that she's reborn, right?
And she may very well be.
I said, it might be, but you don't act like you never cussed a day in your fucking life or said the F word.
You don't act holier than thou.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I'm a Christian and I cuss, man, I'm trying not to cuss. Yeah. And you're going to hear vulgar things. I mean, just look at what's going on the news. It's all bad and vulgar, right? Yeah. People are going to get it no matter what. I think what the problem is if they like it and they accept it and they want more of it. And so like, you know what? I don't want to look at this stuff. Like I said, I can't watch certain videos anymore because they just like make me feel sick to my stomach. It's weird, but
you look at the studies, right? That Harvard's done all that. People that cuss versus people who don't cuss, right?
Yeah, I know.
People that cuss have a higher intelligence level than people that don't cuss. Generally. They think for the people that cuss, they think for themselves too. Where people that don't cuss, a lot of them don't. They have to be told what to do.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to look at the people with the rings that look like this in their freaking nose.
Well, because they're told what the fuck, they're told what to do. I'm like, you look like a fucking livestock.
Ring to prove it, man. All they need is a leash to drag them around.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw a video the other day where this woman had like a freaking nose ring that was like this big. I was like, is this like the flaming thing that the fucking thing jumps through the hoops? Like at the circuit? I'm like,
trust me, if I ever start banging a chick, start banging a chick that set the rig right, guess what I'm doing? I'll put the fucking leash on that bitch, and I'm gonna take a picture of that.
I'm gonna tie that shit to my bed.
But you know what I mean, though.
I got rope on my wall through a D-ring. I screwed a D-ring into the studs, so you can't pull that motherfucker off. And I got silk rope that goes through it. And it's for the arms, right? Each arm has its own rope, and so I'm gonna tie both of them to the fucking nose, so she can't turn her head left or right without pulling, and it's gonna keep her in fucking place. I'm gonna use that shit like a stockyard. Oh yeah, she's getting fucked up.
Oh my goodness.
I know you've seen the rope in the fucking videos when I've been in bed on podcasts. The red and blue
saw
rope.
it the other day, dude. Yeah, the other day.
The red and blue
talking
rope.
about? I'm like, I know what that's for.
That's tied to my fucking wall, and those rings that it's in are in the studs of my fucking wall. They ain't going nowhere. You ain't pulling that motherfucker out. That's some misery shit right there. I'll fuck you up. Yep. I'll put that shit through the fucking nose ring and then tie it back to the fucking wall. Done. Oh gosh. One of my friends, she's watching. She's like, "Oh my god, you're savage tonight." Laugh my ass off. So I know one.
Tell her thanks for watching. Tell her thanks for watching. Tell me more people to like and subscribe.
She doesn't have a nose ring though.
Well,
darn.
that's probably a good thing.
She must be somewhat normal.
Yeah.
I said somewhat. Half of them are crazy.
She is the one though that is looking for Gilly for a fucking dark witch. She might actually have one for Gilly. So either I'm gonna have to go down and bring his ass up here for a couple days, or she's gonna go down there, one of the two. I'll come down and get his ass for that. I'll bring him up here for a couple days.
You'd probably have fun, dude.
Fuck yeah, he's going to.
Yeah.
It's
be a blast.
It'll be a good 5 seconds for him. Fucking 5-hour drive for 5 seconds of fucking banging.
Yeah. Oh, once that refractory period gets over, you can go at it again.
Shit, for him it'll be a fucking couple days probably.
Nah, get him some whiskey. He'll be back on the stick in 10 minutes.
Gilly will deflate. It's like what's that fucking show where they're having sex and he like busts a nut and it like hits the ceiling and all that? What is that?
Oh, you talking about if I had sex now since it's been a long time?
Yeah.
That was like the Scary Movie
Scary movie,
man.
Yeah, Scary movie. Yeah.
Because I just got a message, Gilly. I got a message because of the fucking podcast. She goes, "Oh my god, you're savage tonight." Laugh my ass off. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, she's the one looking for Gilly for the dark witch. And she thinks she found one. So I either have to go down and pick your ass up and bring you up here for that, or she'll go down to you. I don't know which one, but
I got to see the picture of her first so I can approve first.
Who cares? Just fuck. You know?
Can she do the Hungarian dragon?
Maybe, I don't know.
But I don't think about it. You still got to be attracted to him. You do.
Hungarian dragon.
You can either be attracted to the back of their head, or the front of their head, or from the back end. I mean, you don't have to fucking fall in love with their ass.
No, I ain't saying, but hey, as long as they give head, fuck. Right?
Okay, can she occupy a rowboat without any danger of capsizing?
Depends. I mean,
I don't buy a little bigger girl, right? But I don't want one that's fucking 500-600 pounds. Put it that way. That's all I'm saying. Because I've always had this fucking saying, right? If they weigh more than me, I'll fuck them, but I ain't gonna have no relationship with them.
Nope. All right, boys, I got to bounce, man. I got steak to cook.
Yep.
It's that time for you.
It is. Yep. All right. I will see you. Fucking today's Tuesday. I'll see you Friday.
Who's cooking?
Me again.
Sorry.
Redemption cook.
I know.
All right, boys.
He just wanted to hear you say.
Later.
See ya.
I had to remind him, like, who's cooking? Since, you
No,
know, catching grease on fire is not cooking.
well, but you know he
Yeah,
felt
she
like
thinks
shit after
she thinks
that.
she found one for you, though.
Okay.
She's working
Okay.
on it because the other one she said is married and like not
Yeah.
eligible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, well, I haven't told her yet, but she's watching now, so I could say it. I mean, they don't have to be fucking eligible for a relationship, you know. That's not what that's about. So,
Yeah.
but you might fuck around and get fucking married to some bitch in the fucking woods. Some crazy fucking bloodletting fucking ceremony, like cutting a fucking goat's throat, and like as you're saying your vows, it's like dripping all over you guys.
No, it couldn't be goat because I can't have that, right? It'd have to be.
You're right, mammal. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be emu and ostrich.
I'll cut a fucking emu's neck for you.
I'm just saying. I mean, because think about it. I'm Scottish, and I'm sure if I look back at my Scottish heritage, right, they did ceremonies like that back in the day. You know, further, all back.
I just got a message that said, "Oh my god, LOL."
Well, she should know by now that you never know what the fuck we're gonna talk about on here.
She knows I'm pretty unhinged anyways, so I mean,
Mentally unstable what?
Yeah, my buddy just said mentally unstable.
Shit, I ain't had a wild side in me since Ripper was born, so I've calmed the fuck down when he was born. You know, even my brother said that. My brother goes, man, he was a fucking wild fucking child, fucking going from state to state, fucking just tasting pussy. I said, yeah, I did.
It's like ice cream, all the different flavors.
Well, fuck, you know, around Mobley, in that area, right? It's a small area, right? Guess what? Women are gonna talk too.
Well,
and
yeah.
One other relationship with you, right? You know, you've told them, hey, this is nothing but sex. And then they fall in love with you. And then when you say no, then you get bad reputation. All that shit.
Yep.
You know,
or you get the ones that you fuck good and they tell everybody, and then you got your fucking door getting pounded down.
Well, I've had that too. So I've had that too. But I mean,
small towns are good and bad.
Yes, yes. But or you date a girl for a while, right? Then all of a sudden you break up. Oh, you're always the asshole, even though they're the ones that fucking cheated on you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's like my fucking ex. She fucking was sitting there saying that the reason why her girls didn't live with us is because of me. I'm like, no, it's because you told them if they fucking went to a certain school, they had to stay at their dad's. And we kicked them out because they were causing all kinds of fucking problems.
Yep.
It wasn't me kicking them out. She kicked them out.
Yep.
Like, I didn't fucking do that shit.
Yep.
Like, don't sit there and fucking spread that shit.
So,
you know?
Which, see, my ex-wife, she spread that. Well, he was going to kick my my son out. I'm like, yeah, because the motherfucker was over 18, get kicked out of college twice, quit numerous fucking jobs, didn't save no fucking money. Yeah, he was going to find out the hard way.
Right.
Yeah. But if you're at that age, guess what? Mommy and stepdaddy don't have to pay your fucking bills because his dad would not pay his bills. And his dad had the money too. But his dad thought like I did, right? But yeah, when he put his foot down, guess what? He was the bad guy. When I put my foot down, I was the bad guy. Fuck it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was the bad guy in that fucking
It's
relationship.
called accountability.
Exactly.
What it's
I
about.
was the bad guy in that fucking relationship, but I don't give a fuck because like people that saw us together knew that I did everything I could to fucking make it work and, all that. That's why her dad and stepmom and two brothers have basically disowned her. And I've spent time with all of them and they look at my son as family and me as family and all that. I'm like, you're fucking nuts. You go live with your fucking crazy ass mom and read your fucking tarot cards that were wrong about our relationship to begin with because their tarot card said I was going to be around for a long time. Obviously not, because it
I
lasted
get
about
Rocky
a
shaking
year.
his head as soon as he said tarot cards.
Yeah.
He's like,
her
what
mom
the
went and got her fucking cards read or whatever bullshit.
Oh no.
And fucking she said that I was going to be around for a long time or whatever. And then like the next year I filed for divorce. I'm like, so much for those fucking tarot cards.
I was like, well, you found the one that was fucking crazy, but was it that liked sex?
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was she thought that was what, when she did that, she found that out. That was a year later that you did that, right? Well, in between that year, she said some things to you that made you think, you know what? I'm not sticking around for this crap. She thought because those tarot cards were real that you would accept that
would.
crap.
Yeah.
And that's
When-
that's
well,
what
and see,
that's why
that's
I'm
the
laughing
thing.
at the tarot card thing. That's
Yeah.
why it's hilarious to me.
Because the thing is like for the year prior to our fucking divorce, we had sex twice in that year prior. And she thought that she could fuck whoever she wanted and I'd be okay with it, which I would have if our fucking marriage was good. But our marriage was not good. And so I was like, why the fuck would I let you fuck other people when I'm not even getting laid? Fuck you.
And you're
We're
gonna
closing our marriage.
pay the bills too.
We're gonna close our marriage. We're gonna work on our marriage, and then we can fucking revisit that whole thing. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking letting you do whatever the fuck you want. You don't get free reign, you know? And she didn't like that. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm fucking done. And then I started seeing all that fucking money and issues and shit, and found out I'm like $22,000 in debt and everything else. I'm like, you fucking bitch. So that's why I was like, fuck it. I'm happy with being fucking divorced. And people were like, you divorced her? And I'm like, yep, I fucking sure did. You think it's a fucking, you know, like they thought it was a fucking April Fool's joke early because it was the 26th of March, which our anniversary was the 31st of March. And so they thought it was like a fucking crazy, like because you know me, I'll drag shit out. I'll make an April Fool's joke fucking a week before, and I'll drag that motherfucker out for a week, you know, until April Fool's, because I'm stupid like that. But I was like, no, I really am filing for divorce. And I'm like, ha ha ha, okay, whatever. You're gonna call me back in 20 minutes and tell me you're lying. I'm like, no, I'm really fucking serious. Like, here's the paperwork. Like, I'm showing you. Petitioner, respondent. I'm the petitioner. She's a respondent. I filed for a fucking divorce on her ass. Like, I'm not playing this fucking game. My buddy Chris really liked her. He was best. Oh, is that the
fan?
That's for the fan. Oh,
I want to put that in, right?
I would like to. Yeah.
And why is it in there?
I don't know. Why the fuck didn't you put it in there?
Oh, I'm the electrician too.
Well, you're the one that fucking opened it. Fuckface. Get the fucking work. I'm not paying you to. I know.
All right, now we got to break you two up, kind of like fucking you, a fat boy.
Dude, that was still one of the funniest freaking times ever, dude. We're like talking and we're like, I wonder what they're yelling at each other for. Cause you're like, it was real animated, you know, it was like the shit you'd see in a fucking comedy movie, dude. It was great. I loved it.
Dude, and you know what? That's the great thing is like, you know, the two friends I have, which I don't even count him as a friend. He's an employee. Nothing from it. See? He knows his place. But you know, we can talk shit to each other and stuff. Like Chris and I, we went to fucking junior high and high school together for a little bit before I moved. But Michael, we fucking like we met at college at the vet club, like the vet center at the college. And we just hit it off and we had a good time, and we actually went and represented our college, which sounds really stupid that I had to figure that word out talking about going to college. Out in Anaheim, we stayed at Disneyland and did a vet con out there, and we represented the college that we were going to, and we just had a fucking blast. And we didn't go to any of the fucking things that we were supposed to go to, and we just drank the whole time we were out there, and the college paid for the trip. It was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, they sent the wrong fucking fucker out there for that. That's what they did.
They were like, yeah, every day you have to be here at this time for this, and you're going to have lunch, and then you're going to have more presentations and all that. Nah, we woke up, we started fucking drinking. We didn't go to any of the fucking presentations or anything. Like, not one. Not one. We didn't go to one. And we were just fucking drinking the whole time and out in town and everything else because I had Jeffrey, the one that lives in Utah now, my ex-brother-in-law, he lived out in Costa Mesa, which is close to Anaheim. So
Costa Mesa?
Yeah, Costa Mesa.
Not Costa Mesa.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean. Whatever, California man.
I'm not like those dumb fucks out there, though.
He came and picked us up,
God.
and like we went and fucking drank at Paul's in Orange, the city of Orange.
Yeah.
We drank at Paul's, got fucking just wasted, drunk, fucking. I mean, dude, we got in trouble because the hotels in Disneyland don't let you drink outside, and we were like sitting out on the walk path, like the walkway, drinking and talking shit about people as they were walking by us.
Stupid.
The hotel was like, you can't be drinking out here. And we're like, shut the fuck up. And we're like slamming drinks. I had like 2 cases of beer in each arm, one in each arm, like sitting there, like drinking beer straight out of the case. Like it was nuts. It was a legit trip. It was like one of the fun trips. Yeah, the college, they were like, oh yeah, we sent our best to the VetCon, and how did it go? And we're like, yeah, it was great. Like, it was amazing. You need to send another group out there next year because we weren't going to be there. And they're like, oh yeah, we will. We didn't go to one fucking thing. It was like a bunch of fucking like companies like Lockheed and like all these big companies doing hiring interviews, and they did like whole like meetings and like all kinds of shit. And we didn't go to one. We're like, yeah, we're not going to that. We're going to drink.
Sounds like a party. Party.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that would be fun, dude. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Boondoggle.
And they were like, oh, you got to go to these. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have to. Make me. It's not happening. I'll show up drunk as fuck and just interrupt everybody. I don't care. It was a good time. Oh.
Well, I'm thinking.
Where's Gilly?
Gilly's right there. I the computer.
Whoa. Why are you questioning us?
Who?
What? Hi, Heidi.
Me.
No, I said hi. What are you talking about?
Well, fellas.
Wait, I said hi. She didn't even say hi back. Heidi.
Huh?
Hi.
Hey.
There we go. Thanks. Are you mad at me because I was talking shit about your cat?
Huh?
She didn't
No?
hear, dude. She
well,
had her,
fuck. Now I'm tattling on myself.
Which
Nothing.
cat? Who are you talking about?
Nothing at all.
You're gonna have to rewatch the show to find out.
Be nice.
I think I came into the conversation with D-rings.
Talking about the D-ring thing.
They're so easy to screw into the studs. They just hold so tight.
Like,
I thought about using chains, but
where's
That's-
I don't have any tape.
it's a lot of weight.
No.
Oh,
No.
you ready to
Give me a
end it,
second, I'll
Gilly?
help
Is
you
that
look.
what you're saying?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, I still got to slice the jerky. I got to make sure River gets fucking fed, all that bullshit. So
He can feed himself.
Take it like this.
yeah, but he won't. He put it this way: he will not fucking get a good sized portion. Put it that way.
Not clear to you.
If he unless it's
You know what? The great thing about kids is if there's food, they will not starve. They will feed themselves eventually.
Oh yeah. The one time he gets a good sized portion to eat thing is fucking biscuits and gravy.
I just got told chains would be more fun.
Chains. Well, it looks like you're gonna have to upgrade then.
Chains are so much more expensive than rope, though. God damn it.
Yeah, but then you kind of got that little fuck you buddy in a way. So,
but with wax and stuff like that, hot wax and stuff, you don't have to worry about it getting on the ropes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
See,
you have to get the special candles. You can't use regular candles. The
there's
melting
pros.
point is way too high.
See, there's pros and cons to everything, right there.
True.
Don't it?
Well, now I'm gonna have to maybe make a run. They're closed tonight, or they're closing soon. But maybe tomorrow I'll get some chains.
Yep. All right, fellas, here we go.
All right.
From the decks to the galley, we've had our say. Fiverr's crew rolling on another fine day. Stories and laughter from shipmates true. We'll see you next time. Fair winds to you.
This is the Fivers 991.
Till next watch, shipmates. We're done.